I think I have it just I see what you're doing it with.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing well today. Happy Friday.
Friday
TGIF, right?
for reals.
But yeah, so we're with you today, doing a little stream. Actually trying something new. So we are live on 3 different platforms right now for the first time.
Because we're 3 yams.
Yeah, 3 yams, baby. So we're on Twitch, as you know, YouTube, and TikTok. Pretty interesting to try and figure that out. Hooked it up today. Started to do it a couple of weeks ago, but then it was one of those things where I was like, I don't know if it'd be worth it to even try, type of thing. But happened to see it through this time, so pretty cool in that regard. Hopefully it works well. Don't know if this is gonna make my computer explode or what. So we'll find that out together. But yeah, thanks for joining the stream. Okay, we got a bit of a delay. I'm hearing ourselves in the background. I got it open in 3 different places, so hopefully that echo isn't coming through anywhere else. But yeah, so we're playing some Ace Attorney Investigations with Mrs. Yams here. Say hello to the people, Mrs. Yams.
Hi, people. It's Mrs. Yams.
Yeah, I hope y'all are doing all right today. Turn the volume up here on the game. So we've been playing this one for a little bit, actually. Me and Mrs. Yams, we really enjoy detective style games.
Definitely. Me especially.
On stream a couple of weeks ago, we played Aviary Attorney. And that was pretty good.
It was a nice alternative, I guess. Because it wasn't like we weren't going to play Ace Attorney again. It was just we were looking for an independent one.
Yeah, it was an indie game version.
Yeah.
Yep.
I just want to give them props. Until they just completely went array on the second case we went on, and the ending was just not pleasant. So we decided to discontinue and recontinue Ace Attorney.
Yeah, very unceremonious end to that game, unfortunately.
But we played through the other Ace Attorney, the one with
yeah, the one where you play as Phoenix Wright, so the main entry titles.
Yeah. I was blanking on it because I was hearing the echo.
Yeah, so still working through some technical stuff, so sorry if you're hearing any echoes in the background. Adjusting volume and stuff and setting up these different like layouts, it was a lot of fun, but also like it was kind of a big headache to get it all together. So thankfully it seems like it's working. But yeah, we're not gonna delay anymore, I guess. You ready to jump in?
I sure am. I have had pretty much the last of Adam's cookies from his mom, the monster cookies. They're officially all gone as of tonight.
Wait, really? You went through all 3 bags?
Yep.
Oh my gosh. I didn't realize that we even opened the second bag or the third bag. I know we defrosted one of them. That's crazy.
Yeah, we went through them.
Yeah, so Oren, he's actually traveling right now, so there's a low likelihood he'll be in chat today. So, but we'll have to bug him on Discord or something. So I had no idea what was happening last time we were playing this game. We stopped playing not mid-trial, but
mid-case.
Yeah, mid-case. So we're just gonna jump back in. It usually does a pretty good job of reminding us what was going on in the game. Once we get into it a little bit. So in this game, you play as Miles Edgeworth, who is a prosecutor in the Ace Attorney world, if you will, lore. So I think we were starting an investigation of sorts. So we have Francesca Von Karma following us. That's her name, right?
Yes.
So she's following us around. Guess we'll find out why here in a minute.
It's funny, from my point of view, looking at the screen, the guy over the water fountain, it looks like his hands are getting electrocuted.
Oh yeah, it kind of does look like electricity instead of water over there. I can see that, yeah.
But I am a little bit further from the screen, so.
Alright, so I guess we'll just start doing stuff, and then hopefully stuff will start making sense again. Oh, so I press the button, or I press square, that's to get into history. X is to talk. I'll remember how to play here in a minute. Okay, Miss You. Oh, it's you, Edgeworth.
Who's that Pokemon?
Oh, let me move. See, I got the yam in the way here. You can't even see the dialogue. I'll be reading it. It's not a huge deal, but maybe I'll put it here. Let's try that.
It's a huge deal.
Huge. Oh, it's you, Edgeworth. And who are you? Wait, you were at the crime scene just now, weren't you? You should be disbarred for not knowing who I am. I am Franziska Von Karma, and I am about to become the successor to the family name. About to? I guess that means that for now, you're still just another kid. In which case, it's only natural that I didn't know who you are. Why are you whipping me? Anyway, it looks like they're planning to hold the evidence a bit longer.
Where's my glass? Would you like me to read a bit of dialogue?
If you want to.
I will be Francisca.
Okay. I'm terribly sorry, but I have a few more questions to ask of you. Look at you. Eyebrows scrunched with lines on your forehead. And that to ask of you, what exactly is so funny? Sorry, I'm just bad at dealing with a super serious atmosphere.
I forgot that she had that weird quirk where she laughs more than she's serious
She
ever.
laughs at everything. Let's see. Forgot to do this too. Un momento. I hate that the one thing I need doesn't show up. I think I can do it from here. Transform. Nope. Properties. The one thing I'm looking for, refresh, disappears. Crazy. Alright, so now we can go back to here. Alright, we're back.
And we're back.
Sorry for the delay.
You're forgiven.
Apparently, they failed to teach you proper behavior at the crime scene in law school. I feel much better now. So, what is it you want to talk about? I'd like to inquire as to where you were at the time of the murder. We were in defendant lobby number 1 the whole time, until we heard the gunshot. And by we, I mean Mr. Bad. If you don't believe me, feel free to ask him yourself. You were with Detective Bad? Why? We had a little something to discuss, that's all. Ooh. What's she hiding? Had a little something to discuss.
Oh, something.
It's pretty vague.
Mm-hmm.
So you got something to hide. Let's see. We'll start off with Detective Bad. So I take it that you are acquaintances with Detective Bad? Yeah, he was a detective in charge of the KG-8 incident. Detective Bad is also related to that incident? That's right. He was the one who was supposed to protect my sister, Cece. Well, you know how that turned out, don't you, Edgeworth?
Miles Edgeworth? I have no idea what you two are talking about. I've heard of the KG-8 incident from my papa. But how does that case relate to you, Miss You?
You miss you. The victim of that case, CCU, was my little sister. You're making that super serious face again. I'm fine, really. I just make it a point to rub some more salt in his wounded pride every time I see him. The way she talks about doing that, as she laughs away, is kind of creepy. Oh, speaking of Mr. Bad, he and Mr. Faraday, I'd say they met up just about every single time the Yatagarasu made a move. It was practically a given that the two would meet up at every one of the crime scenes. I see. He did mention that he is in charge of the Yatagarasu investigation earlier. Maybe I should ask her what she knows about the Yatagarasu in more detail. So this one's a little bit different than the other ones, or at least like the ones with, now I'm drawing things right, because you'd have these types of conversations, but you would have to kind of press even still to get them to, you know, open up that fourth line of dialogue. Because when we first started talking to her, she only had the 3. And so it's interesting that this game kind of gives it to you. But I guess that's because the challenge, like, it more or less lies elsewhere within this game. So it kind of makes sense.
Yeah. Not a bad thing.
So let's talk about the time of the murder. You claim that at the time of the murder, you were with Detective Bad?
But don't you lawyers usually discuss the trial with your clients during a recess?
We do, and that's what I was planning to do. But Mr. Faraday was being rather threatening, and he dragged Mr. Rel away. After that, Mr. Bad came into lobby number 1, so we just stayed here and talked. And what did you talk with Detective Bad about? Nothing interesting. I just insulted him some. Talked about how the trial was going. Then I insulted him some more. Bloody. She's not laughing. When she's not laughing, her mouth seemingly spews nothing but insults. Anyway, Mr. Bad and I were in defendant lobby number 1 when the murders occurred, so I really can't tell you anything about the hallway or lobby number 2. I see. So they weren't in there when the murders occurred. So she says. Let's see. I don't know how this will work across streams. I hate the way that I can't pull up chat on. Come on, Twitch. There it is. I have to expand it so far. Oh no. Where is it? So Twitch does this weird thing sometimes where it just hides chat in whenever you go to like different size classes. And so I'm trying to put it in a place to where I can, you know, kind of monitor both. But every time I make the screen just a little bit too small, chat disappears, right? But I can't open it anywhere else. It's infuriating. And it's inconsistent too, which is kind of the worst part about it. Sometimes I can get it to do what I want, other times I can't. But anyway, so what I'm trying to do is this.
Objection!
Did it work? Okay, it worked. Cool. Not gonna show up to the people on on YouTube and what was the other one? TikTok, but that'll be alright. I forget. Okay. I'd like to ask you a few questions about your client, Mr. Mac Rel. Now, your client first claimed to be the Yatagarasu. Is that correct? Yeah. Once I heard that it was the Yatagarasu that made off with the evidence from KG8, I began to ask Mr. Rel all sorts of questions, but to no avail. Turns out Mr. Rel was not the Yatagarasu. He had just made that up. He made it up?
I wouldn't want to be called a fish.
Mr. Rel's crime was caught on tape by the security cameras, but there is no footage of him sneaking into the Dopian embassy itself.
Hold on for just 1 second.
Un momento.
Then you mean to say that you knew that he was not the real Yatagarasu? That he was just another cold-blooded killer? And you were ready to defend him?
Yes, that's right. I see. So a defense lawyer is actually just someone whose job is to cover for criminals.
That's why defense lawyers are so detestable. But they are no match for us Von Karmas.
The Von Karmas. I don't believe it. You're serious. Why don't you save that face for something really worth being serious about? And Edgeworth, do you remember what I said earlier? I have my own agenda. I'm still in the hunt for leads regarding the KG8 incident, alright? And for that, you have not a single qualm about defending a known killer? Don't put words in my mouth. I said no such thing. The only way I had to get close to Mr. Rogue was to be his lawyer. I had no intention of covering for him, ever. So don't you dare suggest I was going to. I'm sorry. Forgive my rashness. He's got a rash. Hopefully he can find some ointment. Ask about the Yatagarasu. Miss Yu, I was wondering if you could tell me about the Yatagarasu. The Yatagarasu, huh? I don't really know much about that character myself, but I do get a lot of consultation requests from companies to defend it. Requests from companies? The Yatagarasu isn't some petty thief out for money, you know.
Alright then, perhaps the Yatagarasu is in the business of stealing people's lives?
Stealing people's lives. Identity theft is not a joke, Yatagarasu. You're not very funny or witty, are you, little Miss Von Carmen?
Grr!
Franziska, be careful about who you whip. Carefully, or we may be sued by...
There, I chose carefully, just like you wanted.
Yikes. She laughs at everything. That just now was hilarious, little missy.
Of course it was.
What is wrong with these two women? Why does my pain give them delight?
And so, in the end, what is the Yatagarasu? I have to say, I had never even heard of this thief when I was in Germany.
The Yatagarasu deals in information, namely in digging out dirt about backroom dealings and the like of companies. The Yatagarasu is a vigilante who steals such info and then makes it public for all to see.
Vigilante or not, this person sounds just like another criminal to me.
I suppose you could put it that way too. But either way, I get a lot more clients now thanks to that thief. Sounds like Miss Yu is profiting nicely. I suppose I've gotten all I can out of Miss Yu. I should move on and speak with Detective Gumshoe now. Oh, Gumshoe! This is the proper way to walk.
Oof.
Detective Gumshoe. Hey, it's you, pal. You're here. Youch!
As am I.
I don't think you needed to whip him to let him know that. I didn't do it, pal. I swear on my honor as a detective. I really didn't. Your words are useless. I place my trust only in the evidence, detective. Once the investigation is fully over, should we find out that you are the killer, there will be no mercy to be had for you. Have a heart, pal. But you're not worried, right? After all, you have nothing to worry about, if you really are innocent, that is. That's right. Hey, pal, go and do your perfect investigation and get the real killer for me, will you? I would have done so even had you not requested me to, detective. So what's your motive? What's your
Pokemon!
Overlays are acting weird. We wasn't supposed to do that. Oh, we got a wild Sandshrew in the chat. If you're on Twitch, use PokeCatch to try and catch this guy. Good luck to all those trying to catch some Pokemon today.
Good luck.
Remember Sandshrew?
Should I?
Not from anything in particular, I guess.
Oh.
More of a general question. It did sound very specific. Sorry. Yeah, I remember that one time when we had Shan through. Yeah, it was a great day that day.
I was like, we only watched one. Did we even finish that season of Pokemon? I think we finished the original first season.
Yeah, we didn't get too far because it was longer than I anticipated it being. No, because we were jumping around animes.
Yeah.
Through anime.
They were trying to catch me up on 20 years of anime from our childhood.
Yeah.
Which I didn't watch at all in our childhood, but now I'm trying to get up to speed because now it's cool. But I wasn't trying to catch up because it's cool, but I'm an adult now and I can watch whatever I want.
Ooh. Fight the power. Fight the man.
Yeah.
So, you and Mr. Faraday had a small meeting last week, did you? And what exactly did you do to make him so angry? I just asked Detective Bad the same thing myself, pal. Turns out, he was mad at me because of my very first day as detective. I reported in at my usual post instead of the Criminal Affairs Department. By the time I got down to Criminal Affairs, it was really, really late. And that's when he gave me that huge speech.
I remember doing the exact same thing in elementary school. On the first day of school every year, I'd always wind up going to my old classroom.
How pathetic for the detective to be comparable to a mere school child. You claim to be standing guard in front of the door to lobby number 2 during the recess. However, when did you receive the order to do so and from whom? Earlier, at around 3:20 from Detective Bad, pal. Today's trial took a really crazy turn, so I was told to make sure nothing happened to Mr. Faraday.
And yet, something did happen to him, correct?
That's true, something did happen.
It looks like it was a total waste of manpower to assign you to guard duty.
Ow! Your words sting worse than your whip, pal.
How many times can he say "pal" in one conversation?
He's going for the world record, I think. He's gonna say it as many times. It might as well be the period in his sentence.
Right.
So it was Detective Bad who ordered him to stand guard, huh? Now then, Detective Gumshoe, is there anything else you'd like to tell me? Nope, not a thing, pal.
In that case, allow us to take a look at what you are carrying on your personage.
Gonna pat him down. Get all up in his face. Ah, wait! You can't do that! You can't touch me there!
There's nothing of any particular value here.
Well, my handcuffs and badge were confiscated by Detective Bad, so, you know. And what is that open envelope I see sticking out of your coat pocket? Ah, hands off, pal!
Just show it to us already.
Yow! Annual bonus check within. $5 total. Except there is no check inside. You've had your look. Now give it back, pal. My first bonus as a brand new detective. I just got it and cashed it today. I literally had no cash on me up until I did, you know. So that envelope is really special to me. Now give it back.
Do people really get $5 bonuses?
That shouldn't constitute as a bonus. That's an insult. Like legitimately, that's horrible to think. Now there's no way.
I feel like, this is my opinion, I feel like if you're gonna get a bonus, the minimum should be like minimum wage. Like if you are getting paid $10 an hour, you should get a bonus of at least $10.
So like they should pay you for a free hour.
Yeah,
I mean, I guess at the bare minimum, but
the bare minimum.
I mean, but that's worse than getting like a gift card to someplace, because even those are usually at least like $15. So I don't know, especially if it's from work. Like a bonus should feel like bonus, not from like. Maybe I'm greedy, but just an hour extra pay doesn't seem like a whole lot as far as. I mean, it's better than nothing.
Right.
So I guess if it's, if it had to be something or nothing, then yeah, give me an hour's worth. But I feel like it's a slap in the face, because it's like, well, give me a day's worth,
Right. I never really got any bonuses per se. I think the only time I ever did was no, when I was a manager, I gave out bonuses.
Ah, okay.
I never actually got bonuses.
So you didn't get bonuses as a manager. You could only give them away.
Yeah, because I was trying to get people to pick up extra shifts.
That's kind of crazy, legitimately.
I did get a raise one year,
Oh, nice.
but it wasn't like a bonus.
I mean, that's better than nothing.
And then
But
I will say they did a lot of good Christmas parties at the places that I have worked. Like they did giveaways, and like I did get a TV one year.
oh, I remember you did get that TV, yeah. But then it's kind of like up to chance.
Right. It was
It's
not a
not-
guaranteed bonus.
I think that it shows a lot of appreciation when a place you work for, that they deliberately go out of their way to give you something significant versus, giving you something small just to say they gave you something, or doing like, so I work in an office for a tech company, and they have pizza parties, and they're super expensive because there's like a bunch of people that work there, so they buy like 30 pizzas, which is a couple $100. And so we're just like thinking to ourselves sometimes, how about we skip these pizza parties throughout the year and then split that cash up into bonuses for everybody.
Right.
And so, everybody gets like $50, $100, and around Christmas time or something. I don't know. It just seems like it means a lot more if you put a little bit more thought into it. But
Yeah, because like I know when we went to Pizza Hut, the cheese pizza that we got was $14 by itself. Okay, so that's for a large, and you said 30 pizza.
yeah.
And how many people approximately?
I mean, if you assume everybody gets like two pieces or so, it's like 150 people. When they would have big parties, yeah. But even now, when they have big events, yeah, like a lot of people will show up. It'll be like 150 people, maybe 200 on campus for the hour or two.
Okay, and then
Yeah.
how many times a year?
I would say once a quarter, probably. Yeah, at least once a quarter.
So technically, if you split the pizza parties by 150 people, that's only $11.
Yeah, not much better. I guess it's the same as giving people $10. See, so give everybody TVs. There you go. That's the solution then. But also now, I don't know if you heard that little jingle, but it's time for a dad joke. So go ahead and switch over real quick. You ready for this one?
I am. I was getting ready earlier. I told a really good dad joke. Got it.
Uh-oh.
Remember, I told it to you.
You told me the dad joke?
Yeah, and I said I'm getting ready for stream.
Oh, what was it? I don't remember.
No idea.
Oh. Oops.
Yeah, I can remember my mom and dad's original cell phone number from 20 years ago. I can't remember what happened today.
I mean, I guess you use that one more often. But okay, here we go. Here's the dad joke. What did the snowman say to the other snowman? Do you smell carrot?
What does a carrot smell like?
You never smelled a carrot? It kind of smells like dirt, I guess. I mean, they don't smell good. Carrot souffle smells. Well, it smells more like sugar and stuff.
Yeah, because
so,
there's more sugar
yeah,
than carrot.
that's not a good compare. But I mean, it's fine. Carrots smell fine, ish. What do you think?
I feel like I am overthinking this.
I'm gonna throw tomato at us.
Well, this guy stinks.
I have to do it in place of Oren. He's not here today. So, in his honor. Anyway, yeah, that was kind of a painful dad joke. Most of them kind of are. But thank you. You really want me to eat this? Let's see if I can look at them. I don't want to because they get stuck in my teeth and then also like smack when I eat them. And it yeah, like that. It sounds really terrible in microphones. Well, how could you? Annual bonus envelope.
That gets to be an evidence?
Yeah, I mean, it's connected to Bad, Detective Bad, who's been super suspicious. I remember now that he was standing outside that door and he was trying to control the investigation. And yeah, Bad, it might be in the name. It might be a clue, might be a hint. Detective Gumshoe's annual bonus of $5 literally had no money on him until he cashed this. Oh.
That's sad to me, too, that you couldn't give him $5 in cash.
Right, it had to be a check, huh? I'm sorry, but I need to take him in for questioning now. I think I've asked him just about everything I need to. No, wait. Since he became a suspect, there is one piece of evidence I should reconfirm. Officer, I ask that you wait a second. I still have one thing I'd like to reconfirm with Detective Gumshoe. Understood. Please make it brief, sir. Don't you dare rush me. Let's see. I want to hear from the horse's mouth. I must confirm whether or not his testimony about when the crime occurred is the truth. Alright, so this is one thing that we got to get into the habit of doing too for this game. Save states. So, yeah, because this game will get you. Like, which this one has been better about, you know, it'll automatically save periodically. But it never hurts to have that extra save. Because we'll take damage or get something wrong that's like, I don't know if I could have known that. And so going back and getting the right answer feels pretty good. It's a bookshelf, What's this? Judges Trial Exchange Log. It appears to be a journal where the various judges share their thoughts and ideas. The real daily lives of the judges are laid out here on these pages.
I didn't realize she was... There's nothing about the court in here. It's just page after page of unrelated drivel.
Judging by the content, they are very enthusiastic about the courthouse's daily menu. And it would appear that fried oysters are a favorite. I have no use for such... Oh, sorry, that's you.
I mean,
it happened so fast.
It doesn't pop up. I have no use for such foolish words from that foolishly foolish crowd.
Someone please assure me that this is not the true state of this country's judiciary. Alright, so we gotta talk to Gumshoe again. This is what that's what they said, right?
Who's that Pokemon?
Yeah, they said we need to confirm something.
Okay.
Hear it from the horse.
Let me talk to him. So I guess we have to present something. What should we present? Oh, so we got a Lillipup showed up. Maybe I'll save again, just in case. Can't go wrong. Can never have too many save states. So it says a key piece of evidence that showed about the time frame. So we have a knife to believe Faraday brought as evidence found in Rel's hand. Notes pertain to burn. Okay, so here. Oops! I pressed the wrong button.
What are you asking him about it?
Okay, so you're not saying a peep about this. All I ever wanted to do was become a detective, pal. So I'd never want to be a killer. Seems he doesn't want to talk about anything unrelated to his predicament. Maybe his testimony? Was on hall duty. Other than a gunshot, didn't hear a sign of a struggle. Let's see. Found in Faraday's hand. Bullet that killed Rel was from a few yards away. Lily Papa escaped. Maybe his testimony?
Only thing that really seems plausible.
I mean, but we did get his bonus as a new piece of evidence. We can try testimony first, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay. You told me earlier that you heard no sound other than a gunshot out in the hallway. Is that correct? No mistake about it, pal. Then you are also claiming that no one passed through the hallway either. Is that also correct? Yep. Not a single ant passed through that hall while I was on duty. You do realize that the lie you're telling is only making life more difficult for yourself. Huh? Oh. But it's true. I didn't see anyone go through the hallway. I didn't hear anything else, pal. Bet the killer found a way to kill the two guys. That's beyond what I can even imagine. So he intends to continue telling this ridiculous lie. But why would he do so, given the situation he's in? I believe a thorough investigation of the hallway in front of the defendant lobbies is in order. Oh, why's she sneaking up? Ah, you! Ooh, hit them in the butt. What did she drop? That looks sus.
How could you have not noticed that coming?
Oh, my back. Oh, she kicked me right in the butt. Oh, the right cheek.
She got you in the sacrum.
It's bruised. She kicked me right in my rash. Wasn't that the child I changed money for earlier? Yes. Thanks, that's exactly what I needed. Kids can sometimes be so cruel.
It looks like she dropped something.
Swish? Swiss. Swish? Couldn't say that for a second. Swiss roll. Data jotted down in my organizer. Dropped by the mysterious young girl. Says courthouse special on it.
Maybe we should arrest the girl. She might turn out to be a valuable lead.
I agree. She kicked me. 10 to 20 years.
Golly.
I believe some sort of punishment may need to be dealt the next time we meet. Gonna kick her back. I believe I've asked all that I need to of this man. Now for Detective Bad and the judge.
We have to confirm who was correct. The judge or that scruff face, right?
Scruff face?
I suppose we should inspect the hallway in front of lobby number 2 next, then.
He's just a scruffy looking
Nerf herder!
I suppose so. Shall we head on over, Francisco? Let's all go to the lobby.
Let's all go to the lobby.
Let's all go to the
Lobby.
It gets some soda
Evidence.
and evidence. Get some evidence. Boom, boom, boom.
Bum, bum, bum.
I'm Mr. Heat Miser.
I'm Mr. No.
I said Heat Miser.
I know, I couldn't remember what he said.
I don't either, to be honest.
I think it was I'm Mr. Green Christmas.
Yeah.
I'm Mr. I might have to Google it.
What is his? Mr. Ohio?
No.
Mr. Skippity? That's the brain rot version of. Okay, so we're back in the lobby here. Guys scrubbing underneath the drink machine, looking for any coins. And the judge over here looks like he's about to punch
Sun. Mr. Sun.
Mr. Sun. Oh,
I'm Mr. Green Christmas.
Yeah.
I'm Mr. Sun. I'm Mr. Heat Blister. I'm Mr. 101.
yeah.
They call me Heat Miser. Whatever I touch, da-na, starts to melt in my clutch. Bum, bum, bum. I'm too much.
I'm too hot.
Yes, you are.
I'm too hot. Okay,
Is that another song?
it's part of another song. That's the only part I remember.
Too hot. Bum, bum. I don't.
Oh,
yeah.
I know what you're talking about. I think that's
That's a whole nother song.
something else too. Yeah,
Okay, we're getting distracted.
karaoke. All right. So, did you see anything else? No, I don't think so. I see. Well, thanks for your cooperation. Oh, it's nothing. Just doing my duty as a defender of the law.
Protector of the innocent.
That'll be all for now. I'll ask again if I have any other questions. Anytime, detective. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have bingo to play. I have a few loose ends and like to tie up. And bingo.
Stop.
Oh, you're that new prosecutor Mr. Von Karma recommended, right? At your service. My name is Miles Edgeworth, Your Honor.
And I'm Manfred von Karma.
Hermione Granger.
That's what I'm going for.
Oh, hey, I picked up the reference.
'Cause she's, the goody two shoes, but she's also British. And I'm Manfred von Karma's daughter, Franziska von Karma.
She's scared.
I'm set to become the successor to my genius father any day now, Your Honor. And it's
Oh.
Leviosa, not Leviosa.
Hold on. I got an alert for that.
You got an alert for that? Revelio. Reveal your secrets.
I bit my tongue.
Stop.
What is that? What did he even do? Are you alright, Your Honor?
Oh, I think it was in reference to her big to-do. It just caught him off guard. Please feel free to refer to me as just Miss Von Karma, Your Honor. As for him, just Edgeworth is fine.
Didn't ask. Apparently, somebody doesn't feel that I'm worthy of a proper title. Oh! Very well then. I shall call you Miss Von Karma and Mr. Prosecutor Edgeworth. Your Honor, Mr. Edgeworth is fine, sir. Now, about your earlier testimony. Yes? What about it, Mr. Edgeworth? I would like to ask you a few questions about what exactly you saw. All right. After all, it is my duty to clarify my testimony as a defender of the law. I greatly appreciate your cooperation, Your Honor. Now, first thing I will need to do is figure out the detective's exact movement.
Begin investigation.
I need to trace his steps. I can't bend down. Where's the bend down button for me to sniff the ground?
Ew.
That's how you investigate, like a bloodhound.
Didn't Gumshoe said he didn't see one ant?
What he said, not a single ant. But I see a bunch. There's a candy wrapper here. Or a petal. What is this? It's a pink-colored piece of trash made of rubber.
Is it from the Swiss roll?
I don't think so. The Swiss roll was gold, but didn't somebody have a balloon or something? Kind of like a balloon fragment. I'm not sure though. I feel like I've seen something like this before.
Well, all I see is a piece of garbage.
Well, then you must be looking in the mirror.
Ooh, I know you didn't say that to me.
She would be whipping after that.
But you know, the fact that there is a litterer running loose inside this courthouse.
You ever see those signs on the side of the road? Say litter bugs me.
Yes.
Those signs bug me.
It's simply unforgivable.
Unforgivable. It's not like it was I who littered.
I'm trying to remember the last place I saw one of those signs. Because I don't think they put them up anymore, really. Oh, it's Adam!
You bug me. This guy.
Shit, this guy.
Thanks a lot.
Oh, man.
This guy. What's up, man? Welcome in.
And we didn't think you were gonna make it.
Yeah, Oren's across the country. He flew all the way to Ecuador, Guatemala.
For real?
He's in Germany.
Where are you at, bro?
No, he's in none of those places. Good to see your name in chat, man. I hope things are going well. Not too much jet lag after your flight. Hope the fam's doing good.
Oh, you missed it earlier. We were giving your mom's monster cookies a shout out because tonight's the last night we'll have any.
Yeah, man, we tore through these. I don't know how many you gave us, but I am currently breaking half of one of the last two. Chilling at the minute, just hanging with the fam. Hey, glad to hear it, man. That's awesome. Yeah, I'm gonna take this moment then to chew on one of these cookies, man. I'll tell you what, these cookies are dangerous. Which you already knew that.
Well, he said he was kind of used to them because they get made every year. But I, for one, just kept telling myself that there's peanut butter in there. So that's protein, and I need to eat protein. And it made eating them so much better, even though they were already good.
True. Yeah, the health benefits. It makes you not feel so, what is it, subconscious?
Not at all. Like, I was burning through them.
I'm in Arizona enjoying the 75-degree weather compared to the frozen temperatures in Minnesota.
Oh, that reminds me. I saw somebody post on Facebook today in Homa that they're closing down some of the schools. I forgot to look at the weather.
Dynamic said, put the cookie down. Try and stop me. Try and stop me. What's up, Dynamic? Welcome to the chat, man. I read a lot of jealousy in that message you just wrote. I sense a lot of jealousy.
Who's that Pokemon?
Anyway, rubbish belongs in a rubbish bin.
Dynamic, that was a bad clip. Too bad.
I don't think it was
just told
bad.
my mom your kind words. She's very happy you enjoyed them. Awesome. Thanks for letting her know.
I would be happy to tell her anytime that she sends any our way.
Yeah. They're delicious.
Oh, so it's gonna rain tomorrow, and then it's gonna be 27 degrees on Sunday.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So yeah, it must. Oh, there is a chance of snow on Tuesday.
Snow where?
Here,
What?
look at that. Got a snowflake.
No way. 60% too?
Yeah.
That's actually insane.
It's gonna be as low as 20 degrees next week.
I can't believe it.
You were just saying that KJ hasn't seen snow.
He hasn't.
You just showed that clip from 2017.
Wow.
You brought it upon us.
I mean, I don't.
I don't have anything that would prepare KJ for any sort of snow.
That's crazy. Wow.
I guess I need to stock up at the store because we ain't going nowhere next week.
So I don't know why it's doing that weird, that Pokedex overlay. I thought I got rid of it in the alert. Trying out a different alert now for the for when the Pokemon show up. Might be. I moved them too. I'm messing with this stuff again. I am.
Says there's a 60% chance of precipitation on Tuesday. 3 to 4 inches.
Random places in the southeast. It's stupid. I don't think Dynamic's looking forward to the snow.
Where's Dynamic live?
I don't know, but I'm assuming he's in the affected area.
Where you at, man?
Yeah, you in the blast zone for that. What was it? Atlanta. I think I knew that, but then forgot. Yeah,
You forget.
it's been a while.
Why didn't we go see him when we went to Atlanta?
Oh, for Steve's wedding? That's because we were out there for like a day.
That's true.
Yeah, we didn't really have a chance.
We had time for the wedding. That
Yeah.
was it.
That went really fast.
That'd be a fun trip to go again.
Yeah, I'd go back. All right, let's get back into the game. Be cool if you can do the respective cries for each Pokemon as an alert. So that's what I originally had. It's supposed to still play their cries, but I might have broke it when I was messing with it. I might have broke it. Let me do this. I'm gonna switch it back. It'll only take a second. I was leaving LA when Steve got married, I think. Oh, so you weren't even around. Okay. So we missed you. We missed you anyway. I got you. What was going on in LA? Oh, living. Oh, okay. So I'm not crazy. That's why. Maybe that's why I'm justifying me forgetting that you live in ATL. By the way. But maybe that's why I wasn't thinking about it. Is because it didn't happen. Yeah. See. Yeah.
Sure.
I know.
No, I'm bad. Come
Come on. All right, that should be better now.
It better be.
Let's get back to the scenes.
Rubbish belongs in a rubbish bin.
Put trash in its place.
And you need to be in the garbage.
Garbage.
What's the matter?
I pricked myself on one of this cactus's needles.
Do that for?
I didn't think the needles on this thing would be so sharp.
Oh, what did you expect?
Look, alright?
Can you imagine how bad it would be if you were hit on the head by one of those things? Anyway, this cactus seems to be unrelated to our case.
Okay, good work. Do you really think so? Because I believe that this cactus sitting on this windowsill is completely related. Spot a cactus sitting on the hallway's window. Its needles are dangerous. Dangerous needles.
Oh, well then, I look forward to your explanation on how exactly it is related.
Whoa now. So what you getting into this evening, Dynamic? Saw you on that Rivals earlier, grinding away. You hit gold, or I don't know the levels. I just know somebody else that in one of their discords was grinding for gold the last couple days. I can look outside. However, I doubt the killer could have escaped through here.
Of course not. This is the third floor after all.
It appears that bars were installed on this to prevent people from falling out.
Bars? What bars?
Can you not see them from your vantage point? Because you short!
Brother.
I must remember not to bring up that taboo subject again. Your vantage point. How do things look down there? The ants are hard at work carrying their food home. It's a marvel that they can pick up such comparatively large objects to their size.
Well, you want to carry the mighty Von Karma name and not be squished under it. You'd better work extra hard, just like these ants.
Just like these aunts and uncles. Yeah, I was earlier. I think I hit gold, but I can't remember. That's kind of bad if you can't remember, man. They must have been putting you through it. You can't even revel in your success. The same goes for you, Franziska. I think we've looked at everything here. We got two pieces of evidence. The pink piece and the cactus. The tree. Should we try to put them together?
Let's see.
Yeah, I did, because I unlocked entry for the Rivals tourney. I'm gold 3.
Gold 3!
Man, you hit gold and then some, but couldn't remember still. That's crazy. Congrats, man. Good deal. I also meant to ask you, what was in LA? What was that stint? Were you going to school out there? I remember you were in our school for a bit. So this is saying we still have something here to investigate. I won't rest until I've inspected every suspicious looking nook and cranny. So the window across is open. Nothing on the walls. The ants aren't carrying anything. The bars. Expected that. Maybe it's just because we haven't done the Eureka. Working my way back to platinum. Oh, so you did hit plat, I guess before the season shifted or whatever. Get this out of the way. All right, so we got a couple things here to piece together. So we have the pink piece of trash, A piece of pink trash found on the windowsill of the hallway window made of rubber.
Oh, and the cactus popped it.
So I think it was. Yeah, I think it was the balloon. Yeah, so let's try that. The cactus and the pink piece of trash. LA as the state. I was doing online classes. School was in San Francisco. Ah, okay.
Yeah, Kyle.
I don't know. I'm finding all this out same time. Everybody else. Nice. Online classes. How did you enjoy that? I took a couple of online classes when I was in college.
When I was in school.
Yeah, back in my day, we didn't have online classes. We would send our essays by owl.
Don't you mean pigeon?
You see, that's those high class. We didn't have pigeons back then. We had owls. Yeah, played at the end of season 0. Oh, okay. Ooh. I'm gonna try to connect these. Come on.
Eureka!
Hey, Eureka's in the chat. Well, I don't know how to spell Eureka.
Yeah. Oh no.
I didn't spell it right. How do you spell
EU?
EU?
EU.
EU. Like that? No.
There's no I.
There's no I. It's an A? What?
AA.
You're. There's another vowel in here. You're. How do you spell it?
Or is it ERUKA?
R
R
U
KA.
K. That's Eureka. Oh wait, Eureka.
Oh, it's a E. EUREKA.
Okay, I spelled it right, but it didn't work. Do I have the?
No, you put an I in there.
Not just now.
Oh.
EURE.
You spelled it right. Second time.
Erica? I couldn't stand it. I prefer in person, plus online students operate at a handicap. I prefer in person too, especially for like art school stuff. What do you call them? The critiques and stuff are super valuable in person. What kind of handicap do you mean though? This technology wise, or just being away from everything and not having that hand like one-to-one with the professors? I gotta look at this. I know for sure I have a Eureka command, but I can't remember. Oh, I have it spelled wrong here. Right? It's EUREKA.
EUREKA.
But see, it should have still triggered because I spelled it wrong, but it didn't. All right.
Try one more time.
But it also might not have worked because I put it into the Mix It Up chat, which doesn't, I don't think it honors. Eureka! There it is.
There it is.
See, I'm not crazy. I'm just a bad speller. As we're talking about college too. But hey, just in time for me to be spelling things poorly, we got a dad joke. So get ready. We're gonna see what this is about. Get wrecked. I don't know why Spotify paused itself earlier. I was wondering why it was so dead quiet when I had it set to 100%. But anyway, dad joke time. Let's switch over. All right, here we go. How do you get a baby alien to sleep?
You rock it?
Rock it.
I like that one.
But they fly around in what do you call them? Saucers though. Flying saucers.
But it's a space joke.
And our dad joke was Rudely interrupted by a Magikarp. I think I do prefer that to that Poke-Catch. It's a little bit more succinct, cleaner. You have the little cry. Oh, we got a clap from Orin.
Hey.
Orin is on the rocket train. My family enjoyed the dad joke.
See, it was a good one.
It was definitely better than 99.9% of the ones that we've had so far. So glad to hear that. Access to knowledge and skills, inability to network and collab, inaccessibility to tools and resources, no mentorship outside of dedicated online office hours, if the teacher has it, and so much more stuff. Man, that's a laundry list. It sounds like you were speaking from like personal experience too. Like those are all the things you were wishing you had access to, but didn't because of your situation, man. You caught Magic. Man, no fair. Congrats. I'll give you that. Congrats, Ori. Evolve it into a Gyarados. They can't hear or see the stream, but my dad enjoys dad jokes. Duh. So I had to share it. Yes, that is your duty as a son. If you come across a dad joke, you must share it with your father. All right, back into the game. That was a pretty good one. Hopefully we get another good one next time. But no, I totally feel what you were talking about with the online class situation dynamic. I felt the same thing. And then another thing was like the group projects and stuff. So much different online. Like people will flake on you in person, but it feels even worse when it's online because like at least you can, there's no way to get to them if they're just offline. But in person, at least you'll see them like in class or something. So you'll be like, hey, what happened? So anyway, Edgeworth now. We just connected the what do you call it? The pink trash and the cactus. This pink rubbery substance. I saw this in a different form earlier today. I believe this is a piece of a popped balloon.
I suppose that's possible.
Doubt? The balloon probably got a little too close to our friend here, the windowsill cactus.
So now you're friends with plants.
Yes, we had a little disagreement earlier. It poked me, but now we're good. We're friends even.
That would be the logical conclusion, yes.
You really have to figure things out on your own, which demands more initiation out of the person. Yeah, definitely. Feeling like you're on an island, I guess, when it comes to like learning a new skill, a new subject.
I'm all alone. There's no one here beside me.
One is the loneliest number
that you ever seen.
So the balloon piece. Now we've determined everything leads into a song. Balloon piece. I just know I've seen a pink balloon around. Found on the windowsill hallway. Alright, we're good here. Eureka! We done did it. Let's
just
talk to
know I've seen a pink balloon before.
Sorry, that was an inside joke.
Oh my gosh. I will never not laugh at that.
Yeah.
Oh, that was so good.
So just to clear everybody in though, the inside joke is so we went to Walmart, right? It was during a holiday. Was it 4th of July?
It was the 4th of July.
So the middle of 4th of July, the 4th of July, during the day, we go to Walmart and we're looking for, food because everybody waits till the last minute on a holiday to go get stuff.
I don't anymore.
Yeah.
That was
we
the
try not
last
to.
time.
So we went there to get Hawaiian rolls before we went over to her parents' house. And as we were in the bakery section, there's like tons of people. All the shelves are empty because everybody's barbecuing. So everybody's making hot dogs and hamburgers, and they're taking all that stuff, just emptying it out.
Yeah.
Right. And so we get around to this one section, and there's this lady who is she's got her hands on her head, she's looking up and down on the shelf, and
she is just having a rough day.
She was in complete disbelief.
Like, she must not have gone to Walmart
Couldn't have.
in a minute or two.
But so under the circumstances, right? It's 4th of July, and we're in the middle of Walmart in the city, and she says this verbatim: "I can't believe Walmart ain't got no buns." And it took everything within it, because we both heard her say, like, she said it loud, as though she wanted someone to empathize with her.
Yes, and she was by herself.
She was by herself.
But she said it as if she had an audience.
And I just wanted to be like, ma'am, I understand that you need some buns right now. But it is the 4th of July. It's like 5 o'clock in the afternoon. Every bun in 50-mile radius has been bought this week. You believe it. Just believe it.
So we personally, I don't go to Walmart very often, especially for groceries. Like, we'll go for like the other stuff, but I always try to get my groceries like shipped to me because I don't care to go in the store because of things like that. But man, every time we do go by the bakery in Walmart, we just look at each other.
Yeah, it's a trigger, but it's a good in a good way, because it was hilarious.
It really did. I want to say I was having like a rough day already, and that just made it better.
And just like a side note, we don't laugh at other people's grief. It was just funny in the moment.
It was
It was very circumstantially funny.
It was
because it was just ridiculous.
It was just the fact that, yes, everybody is here to get hamburgers and hot dogs.
Right. We were all in the same section. There was like 80 people
Right, there was
in the same aisle.
like, he says 80 people like it's an exaggeration, but I think the entire section of the bakery
It was
packed.
And Walmart was emptied out.
Everybody wanted bread. Everybody wanted the hot dogs and hamburgers. Like, that's why people were like, isn't that why you're here? You're here to get buns too.
Last minute.
This is like supply and demand. Yeah. Supply is gone. Demand is high. It was just so like understandable why there was no bread, but she was just dumbfounded. And it was just like, there's just like people that come out of the woodworks for like one out of every couple of months. And it's like, I always get stuck behind the people in Subway that have never done Subway. And they're like, what do I do now? Like, do I choose the bread? No, ma'am, you've already chosen the bread. You choose cheese.
You've already chosen your.
Choose the lettuce after it's toasted. And it's just like,
selecting bread a second time at Subway is crazy work if you're only getting one sandwich.
And it only makes me fearful because one day I will be in that situation that I just don't understand how something works like that.
So, but see, the note that it hits me, the lady in Walmart, is like the tone was similar to if like the scenario where you see somebody on the side of the road, right? And then somebody pulls over. And so this person's on the side of the road. They have the trunk. They have their hood open. There's smoke bellowing out of their engine. And this other person walks up and they say, "Car trouble?"
Right.
Or did you break down?
Now, see, I get where you're going with it, but that just annoys the mess out of me. It obviously I have broke down.
And so she said it in the same tone. But
yes.
It was hilarious.
It was. Oh my gosh, I'm so tickled that you brought that up.
So anyway, that's our rant. Our random in the middle of January, 4th of July rant. Dynamic, he was ranting about online school a little more. What did he say? He said, there was so much more I wanted and needed to know, but it's rare you can get one-on-one there. Yeah. Because you have to set up, the online office hours. And you come second to the people who are in person, get those office hours. Okay, I'm done. That question brought back all the pet peeves. Open those wounds, my bad, man. Brought you back down that memory lane.
Look what you've done.
I'm sorry. I was just curious about how things went.
How could you?
I feel that pain though. I actually took an online class while on paternity leave, which I would not suggest. It wasn't horrible, but I would not suggest it.
You thought that you'd have all the time in the world on paternity leave.
I definitely did underestimate what was it? The
gravity of the situation.
yes, the attention.
Now I will say, it wasn't because Mini Yams was particularly needy or anything. It was just figuring out the sleeping and the feeding schedules and trying to keep me alive.
Yes. A lot of responsibilities there. And this rad music has been playing in the background of our story. I didn't realize Bad's theme music here.
Oh, themes. Reminds me of the John Williams.
John Williams.
We're gonna get on another rant if we don't focus.
Detective Bad, I have something I wish to inquire about.
Is he trying to light his cigarette with the mirror?
I don't know. That looked very weird.
Hey! How about doing some actual work, you?
I wish to inquire into Detective Gumshoe's movements during the recess. You're getting in the way of the investigation.
My lord. That was gruff.
I have an order from Mr. Von Karma himself. Plus, I still hold investigative authority. So, I hear you were the one who called for Detective Gumshoe to come down here. Faraday. That guy was just accused, you know? I just knew something was gonna happen. My detective's instincts told me so.
A lot of good it did you. You couldn't even protect one lone prosecutor with it.
Yeah. Is he reaching for his gun?
Oh, he's reaching for that mirror.
Hold it! Franziska, I think you need to apologize.
You must be out of your mind. I mean,
Oh?
I'm sorry.
I'm terribly sorry, Detective Bat. Please continue. I used the phone on the first floor and called the precinct. I told them to send somebody over. And that detective's the one that showed up. And only upon his arrival did you set Detective Gumshoe to stand guard, Detective Bat. Yep. I waited for him on the first floor. After he got here, we came up to these defendant lobbies together. We were holding hands, but it was in a manly way. It was in a manly way. Don't.
Lord.
As we entered this hallway, we ran into you.
Not you.
Not you. You. The lawyer, you.
What's wrong?
She told us that Faraday was really mad.
Real mad.
Smoking angry.
Huffing and puffing.
Huffing. And that he'd dragged Rel off to lobby number 2 to have a number 2.
Ooh.
A word or something. Ooh, what's that?
A cadabra.
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 Couldn't not. Oh, I wonder if I can get that in the.
No. Okay. Next time.
And that Faraday had said to not let anyone interrupt him. So what choice did I have? All I could do was tell the big lug to stand guard outside. And around what time did all that take place? Let's see. I think it was about 30 minutes before I heard the gunshot. After giving the big lug his assignment, he never left the hallway. Not even once.
Oh, and how can you make such a claim?
One of the guards out in this floor's main lobby swore to me he didn't. A man's word is worth its weight in gold.
Oh my gosh.
If the detective never left the hallway, then where did he disappear off to?
That's simple.
Are you serious? I didn't catch Kadabra. I'm the only one that tried. Oh, man. Sorry. Cheated.
He must have gone into lobby number 2, just as I suspected.
You and I, we were in lobby number 1 next door. The only one without an alibi is Gumshoe. It would seem that I am still missing some key pieces of information. Detective Bad, you also heard the gunshots, did you not? Yeah, I heard it when I was in defendant lobby number 1. That's why I came running towards lobby number 2. Together with you. Doing his voices is cutting into my throat. How much time elapsed between you hearing the gunshot and your arrival on the scene? Less than a minute. What were your movements upon hearing the gunshot? I grabbed the big lug, who was just walking around in the hall, and raced into lobby number 2. And that's when we discovered the bodies, in that order.
That makes you the discoverer of the crime scene, right?
They could have rewritten that, yeah. That means you discovered the crime scene or something? Could have been. But
That makes you the one that discovered the crime scene, correct?
yeah, I guess it does, little miss.
I am about to become a prosecutor very soon.
Then you'll be little miss prosecutor.
You will treat me with the dignity I deserve or die. Or else.
You wave that thing around anymore, and I'll have you arrested for obstruction. Little miss.
Obstruction of what? You wouldn't dare.
Try me. Just joking. I was just playing. Detective Dan is really something if he can make Franziska behave. Not even her father can do that. Are we about done? Is there anything else I should ask him about?
Yeah, that mirror.
Time he heard the gunshot, place he heard the gunshot. So he said he was in lobby number 1 when he heard it. Situation around the gunshot? I don't know what that would mean, but maybe the time he heard it would be relevant.
I don't know.
Let's just try it.
You safe?
No, it might be okay. I'd like for you to tell me the exact time you heard the gunshot. It was around the end of the recess, and the trial was about to start again, I think. He was supposed to make time for himself to transfer the evidence he was holding. but I got the sense he wasn't gonna show for the handoff. So I figured I should go get him, or he'd be late. And just as I thought that, the sound of a gunshot hit my eardrums. So, he heard the gunshot right before the trial was about to restart, huh? Take the bad testimony. And I tell you, that gunshot was loud. Are we done here? I don't have any time to waste on you and Lil Mick.
Oh, come on. All you're doing is standing out in front of this door doing nothing.
I get the sense that he is somewhat investigating this crime scene. Or rather, he is keeping us under surveillance. But to what end? Detective Bad, may I ask that you cooperate with us for just a bit longer? I don't have anything else to say to the two of you. You guys. Yous guys were the ones who said you wanted to investigate in the first place.
Fine then. Be obstinate. Obstinate?
I don't know. What kind of word is that?
Be obscure. We'll just do as we please. Come on, Miles.
You may no longer be willing to help us. However, may I ask for the forensic scientist's cooperation? Do as you like. Okay, so we can get the forensic scientist to help us.
That's been on the floor,
Yes.
wiping the same area.
So, Oren, I don't know if you're still in the chat, but what's on the agenda for the week, man? And on your vacation? Do some sleeping, hit some sights. I don't know what's in Arizona. Are there mountains?
There's like those deserts and those plateaus.
Deserts. Oh yeah, when's no, Burning Man's in Nevada, isn't it? Never mind. That's in the desert.
They have a lot of golf courses, I think.
Oh. You do some golfing, Oren?
Trying to think, because Albuquerque is like one of the top places to travel to. I think I saw on a list somewhere.
Albuquerque, New Mexico? That's near Arizona?
Is it?
I don't know. I'm terrible with geography. Nothing on the agenda. Very much just chilling. We went shopping today and went to a bunch of places.
Oh, it is New Mexico.
That's the best kind of vacation to me. Is I like to have like like maybe one thing planned each day. Like we go to a show or to a mall or something, but then leave the rest of the day open.
Yeah.
So, because you're gonna see stuff on the way,
Right.
and you're gonna discover stuff while you're there. So if you book your whole vacation before you even get there, then it's like the stuff you discover that you want to do more, you can't even do.
Yeah. Like, you should only plan for half a day, in my opinion.
Our Airbnb has a pool and a hot tub, so
Oh.
it's very much a chill
Yeah,
place.
so
to
you don't
hang.
need to go nowhere.
Nah, you got all the amenities right there. That's legit. Whoever picked out the Airbnb did you a service. That sounds really dope. We will go out to eat a few times, but honestly, it's just a reason to not be in Minnesota dealing with snow. I feel that.
Well, I don't know if you were here for the snow that we're getting, apparently, on Tuesday. There's like a 60% chance that Louisiana is getting snow.
It's insane.
So maybe we need to head out that way.
Yeah, you got room for 2.5 at your B&B.
Oh. It would appear that this vending machine sells snacks and various other foods.
Mom and sister are reading books. I think my mom has finished 4 books since she's been here. 2 weeks. Oh wow, so they've just been big chilling. And my sister almost finished her book on the flight in. So you got some readers. Man, I kind of envy that. I didn't grow up reading books, and so it's really difficult for me to sit down and read through an entire book. Like there have been times where I could read one like for consecutive days and really get into it, but it gets to a point to where I'm just like, I got the gist. You a reader, Oren? You read too?
There's dinosaurs in New Mexico.
Dinosaurs? I'll go see the dinosaurs, Oren.
The New Mexico Museum of Natural History.
New Mexico Museum of Natural History.
Wow, so the weather out there is like 24 is low and 51 as the high. But I bet you it's nowhere what we feel. I saw somebody from Alaska say that they could deal with like 0 temperature or 0 to 10 degrees Fahrenheit up in Alaska.
Mm-hmm.
But they moved to Atlanta and it was like 50 something degrees, and she was like, it's nowhere near the bitter cold of Atlanta compared to Alaska. Like she was like, it's really cold in the south because of the humidity.
Yeah, I mean, like the humidity makes a big difference, and then the wind chill, and then like the sun exposure, and then, so many different factors go into like the temperature is just like the surface level.
Yeah.
It feels like, which I feel like wasn't really popular until like 2010s or something. I feel like I never heard it until then, and then now it's pretty much the main thing I look for whenever they tell the weather. Like I don't care about the actual numbers. What's it gonna feel like?
I feel it too. And I feel like the thermometer that we have out on the porch,
It lies. The liar.
no, I trust that one more than the temperature that She Who Must Not Be Named says it is. Like, I really feel like she says the actual temperature that is read, but the one outside says how it actually feels. I trust that one. Before I try and bundle up, I look at that one.
I don't trust any of it. I do love reading. Just don't do it as much as they do. But I did buy 3 books today while shopping. Hey, now you got some material for the next couple days you're up there. Cool, what'd you get? What books did you buy? Dr. Seuss? Books. Oh, he knew I was gonna ask. Wool, Dark Matter, and A Court of Thorns and Roses. Wow.
What an array.
Yeah. The titles get longer as you go too. Did you do that on purpose?
Oh wow, he did.
Those, I mean, I don't know how to even begin to judge books by their covers, much less their titles. So I have no idea what those are about. Let me know if they're any good though. Wool. So that one's about a sheep.
Sure.
Dark Matter. So that one's about like so gray matter's in your brain. Dark matter's that stuff they find in space, right? I think. And then A Court of Thorns and Roses is like Aviary Attorney or Ace Attorney, but you play as flowers.
The prediction.
Yes, those are my hypotheses on his books.
Let us know what the truth.
Just lovely. What will they think of next?
$8 for a ham sandwich.
That's kind of steep. But look, it's 2 ham sandwiches on the picture. You get
No,
4.
that's one whole sandwich.
Oh, you think it's in 4? They cut it into 4s.
It says sandwich.
It does say, but even
singular.
yeah, that's true.
That better be a foot-long sandwich.
Hey, Subway.
Don't be a jerk in court like those beef jerks. 1 packet for $9.
Oh, she's actually complaining about the prices.
Defendant's fresh milk. 1 half pint for $7. Okay, yeah, that's really steep.
That's a lot.
Stay neutral, as the Swiss do until the end with these for $6.
$6.
So that is how we tie that little girl that kicked Edgeworth in the behind this hallway.
$6.
They're awfully overpriced.
Wool and Dark Matter are two different books that were both turned into Apple TV shows. Wool was turned into Silo. Oh, you told me about that one, which is like a serious take on Fallout, where everyone lives in an underground bunker and going to the surface insta-kill you. Definitely different than Fallout. Yeah, I remember you telling me about that one. Dark Matter is a multiverse show about a man who gets kidnapped by himself from a different universe. Oh, snap! And they swap places. Oh, it becomes like a Prince and a Pauper thing. A multiverse Prince and Pauper. And it's about him trying to get back to his original life. That's crazy. That's actually a pretty good take on that story, though. Your doppelganger, your multiverse doppelganger steals your identity.
Identity theft is not a joke, Jim.
So, those types of movies and shows, though, they always kind of bother me because I can understand people like falling for it if, like, say your doppelganger was following you around for a couple of days or something, and so they learn your routine at least. But I feel like the suspension of disbelief, okay, I get it, you know, with stories and stuff. So I'm saying this from a standpoint of realisticness, which is not what happens in stories and movies. But let me just talk about this for a second.
Just spit it out.
Yeah. So what happens is, right, this person takes over their life and they immediately begin to start acting out of character. Like they forget people's names. They don't show up to stuff. Their malicious intent usually shines through in something they're trying to do. And it's like anybody with half a brain would say something there is seriously wrong with this person that I've spent like every day with, because they'll like live in their house with their families, like their wife and kids, and they'd be like, you know, Dad's really acting strange. Yeah, he's acting strange. Don't just do something. You know? Like, man, like he's allergic to peanuts. He's over there just pounding down a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, and it's like, oh, that's odd. You know, that's peculiar. Like, no, this is obviously a different person.
You know, I've actually, no joke, had like a nightmare about that happening with you. Like, we're just in our normal setting. Like, I'm coming up to church later than you. You know, you say something to me, and I'm just like, who are you? And then you like start yelling at me like, what do you mean, who am I? I'm your husband, and blah blah blah. And I'm like, no, you're not. And then everybody else is like, but he is, and like nobody believes me.
Right. Just because in your dream I look like me, and so I'm me. But obviously I'm an imposter.
Yeah.
So it said A Court of Thorns and Roses is the only one I'm not familiar with. I guess it's a fantasy romance that is a bestseller. A bunch of friends recommended it, so I've got to check it out. Fair enough. With those type of recommendations. So that's exactly the crux of the show. People around him feel like something's off. Okay, so let's say acknowledge it. Good. That exact scene happens. He gives his son ice cream with peanuts in it, not knowing his son's allergic. That's crazy. Of all the examples I could have picked out, that's hilarious.
You sure you haven't read this book?
I'm pretty sure. That's quite a coincidence. Man, it had to be wow, there are so many examples.
It's just because peanut allergies are just so horrible.
It is very unfortunate. Yeah.
And it's time for a hydration break.
Hydration. So we'll hydrate with a dad joke too. Let's see. We'll do a hydrate. Oh, you're not in the chat, so I can't tag you. Why aren't you in the chat? Hydrate. Hydrate. God. You want me to do the dad joke when you get back, or you're gonna? Okay. Remote. Gonna remote the dad joke. All right, here it comes. The dad joke scene. All right, here we go. What do you call a snake who builds houses? A boa constrictor. A boa constrictor. Not as strong as the last one. I get it though. I get it. Or does not on board with that one. I'm throwing a tomato too. Not great. I think I set up. Let's see. Get overwhelmed with the booze. Oh, brother. Man, tough. That's a tough one. Oh, here we go. I could do this. I might eat another one of these monster cookies, man. Did you bring any of these monster cookies up with you? You guys have a bunch of them there. This would be the thing. Yes, monster cookies, not to be confused with Cookie Monster. Now, we should definitely bake something. Yeah, bro, hit up a shop. If they have a bakery there, those are usually pretty cool spots to check into. And little mom and pop bakeries. But yeah, Dynamic. Oren's mom, Mama K, every year around the holidays makes a special batch of monster cookies. And so they have things in them like Eye of Newt, Slug Slime, Frog Eyes, and I think Crow Talons. So very monstery, very delicious. She bakes them in a cauldron, and they came through, it wasn't USPS. They were in like this really odd shaped package. It was like linen. It was, I think, mummified is the right way to say it. No labels or anything. So of course I cracked that bad boy open. And yeah, inside we got these monster cookies. And we've been eating on them. We haven't been able to stop. I was imagining like whole Reese's Cups and M&Ms. Okay, maybe that's it. Maybe, yeah, now that I look closer, it's probably not Newt and Frogs. I think you're right. Yeah, it's got chocolate chips in here, some M&Ms, and then peanut butter. Peanut butter, that's what it is. Not flesh, peanut butter. They're really delicious though. Highly recommend. Anyway, so I found out that his mom was making these, and that she makes thousands of them every Christmas. And by twisting his arm virtually, we convinced him to send us some. And so for the past 3 weeks or so, we have been making our way through about, I don't know, 6 dozen. It's what it seems like. 6 dozen cookies. These monster cookies. And before you think anything, no, I'm not addicted, and I can stop anytime I want. And so I'll stop when they're all gone. Because that's when I want to stop. Not a moment sooner. I think that's a healthy way to look at it, if you ask me. Because I'm prolonging the withdrawals. It's a strategy. It's strategic. Like, get this. Why would I stop eating them now? They're still in the house. I still got some left on the shelf. Might as well knock them back. These monster cookies ain't gonna eat themselves, and it'd be a disgrace to just let them sit there. I'm not gonna do it. They go really well with root beer too, by the way. I had them with a glass of milk the other day. But I've had them with many different beverages because I eat them throughout the day. So I've had them with coffee. I've had them with a bottle of water. I had them with root beer tonight. I've had one with eggnog, I think, when I had some left. And yeah, it pairs well with everything. Verified, validated. Good. Also, we froze a bunch of them, and so they're good really cold too. Cold, and then if you put them in the microwave, warm them up, great that way too. There's no wrong way to have a monster cookie.
The only thing I have to correct you about is your timeline. You said it was 3 weeks. We got them on January 8th, and today is the 17th. So it has been a week.
Oh my gosh.
That we have destroyed these cookies in.
Oh my gosh.
So I think you do have an addiction. And you need help.
You brought them to me. You were an enabler.
Wow. That's part of the addicted persona.
Fair enough. Okay, so Mrs. Yams is back. Let's get back into the game. Hey, Franziska Von Karma.
What?
Welcome in.
Hello.
That's pretty awesome.
You left your whip at home.
Left your whip at home. Oh, that's not the Von Karma way. You have to go complete perfection. I don't know. Might have to go back and get it.
Are you an imposter?
Thanks for the follow. Hope you're doing well. An imposter Von Karma.
I like that one.
Still have my taser. Uh-oh. Well, it's never a good idea to get on a Von Karma's bad side, so I redact my last statement. But yeah, welcome in. Welcome to the stream. You'll be happy. You'll be pleased to see that we stopped for a second to do a dad joke, but we left in a place where you're actually on screen. So there's Franziska in all of her glory there. Would Franziska mom be the same as her daughter? I don't know. I never thought about that.
I don't know if she actually has a mom though, because I feel like Manfred Von Karma willed her into existence.
He summoned her.
I just feel like that's his thing.
Just through his essence, through his perfect essence, he created a child.
Yeah, just like Palpatine.
And molded her a Sith in the Phoenix Wright universe.
That's what we're gonna go with.
Oh, we got a Mastiff. That sounded like an actual dog bark. That was a very good Pokemon cry. Gonna try to catch that one. Let's get some poke catches in the chat. Good luck, everybody, if you try to catch this one. go ahead and continue the game. Range.
They're awfully overpriced.
The lineup is simply awful. Period.
Speaking of snacks, I am one. I'm just kidding.
Ooh. Okay.
Speaking of snacks, I wonder if that Swiss roll the little girl dropped is from this machine.
Her hair was longer here. Yeah. So this is this episode is from a couple of years back when everyone was a little bit younger. How old was she in this one?
Ooh, I'm trying to remember. I think she was 13.
That is
She's really young. Because she's really young in the older ones. Like, she's a teenager still.
yeah, she's like 18 or something.
So she's got to be like 13, 14.
I was wondering about that myself. Yeah, this definitely sells Swiss rolls here. Her hair reminds me of the movie Good Burger. Oh man, now I can't see it. Now I can't unsee it. Oh man. Oh gosh. All she needs is a little burger hat. Oh man. Welcome to Good Burger, home of the Good Burger. Can I take your order? Man, that lives rent free in the back of my head. Wait, my hair? Oh, I thought you were talking about hers. Okay, so both actually, because he did have like the long perm. But no, I get it. Okay, I was deflecting the roast.
Wow.
It was meant for me. Fair enough. I was reaching a bit. You could say that. Mass shift escaped. No one caught it. But Dynamic finally made it to the shop. The grass was too tall.
Stay neutral as the Swiss do until the end with these. The end of what?
Well, I assume it means the end of the trial. I suppose this means that one should eat these during a recess?
You can't eat during a trial, so I suppose the only time you can eat them is now, huh?
I wouldn't mind if you wanted to eat one now. They come in packs of 2 after all.
We're in the middle of an investigation.
Edward is hungry.
Besides, I don't have $6 on me.
You know, Gumshoe has 5.
Let Gumshoe be. Poor pathetic soul.
If you want, we can pool our money and buy a pack together.
Is he trying to ask her out on a date? What is this?
He's just trying to get some sweet rolls.
Swiss rolls.
Swiss rolls.
If I have to split it with you, then I don't want it.
Oh. Well then, we can still pool our money together, but I'll eat them all. Defendant's fresh milk? What exactly is that supposed to mean?
I bet it means that the milk is freshly milked by various defendants on trial right now.
I hate everything about that.
I didn't like reading it at all.
No, I think it might mean that this was milked right here from the various defendants.
How is that different?
That sounds like the same thing.
Miles Edgeworth, you can't possibly be serious.
Of course not.
Let's not read that again.
Ooh.
How is orange juice more expensive than milk?
For instance, said it came from a female defendant. Must have just had a baby.
That's even worse if it came from a female defendant. We're stealing some child's nutrients.
Hey, the courtroom has a supply they need to refill too. And $7 too. You could actually probably sell. It's protein packed.
I mean, I sell my milk for $1.25 an ounce.
Not bad. Not bad numbers.
I could probably sell it for more than $7.
Yeah, so by the way, we have an 8-month-old, and so Mrs. Yams knows a lot about that.
Oh yeah, I'm all over the milk business.
Very, very fresh in our minds right about now. I see 2 yams. Where's the 3rd yam?
He is sleeping.
He is asleep. Oh yeah.
Thank you, Jesus.
He's down for the night. Little fella.
Yeah, sometimes if we do the lunch streams, we'll bring him on.
Yeah, every so often.
But he likes to dethrone the mic from its little stand.
Oh yeah, he grabs everything.
So
grabby.
we have to be very careful when he comes on.
When it's looking bad, blind your opposition with some OJ. Are they promoting violence?
I don't know what to say about that. Don't worry. My whip will make sure that anybody following this advice won't be here for long.
So instead of pocket sand, pocket OJ.
Oh, you always get asked this question.
Sorry, what made you wanna be yams? Hey, don't apologize. Not at all. So I have this to show you first.
Ooh.
Exactly 3 milligrams of pickle snacks. And be forewarned, 3 hams will certainly kill him. 3 hams.
3 hams will kill him. 3 hams will kill him. I shouldn't feed him. 3 hams. What did Thundercleat say I was supposed to feed Mr. Tickles for breakfast? I forget.
3 hams will fill him. 3 hams will thrill him. Why don't you feed him? 3 hams.
Okay, so that's just a reference that I go with now. I think there was a bit of influence from that show. But the name came about when I was playing Pokemon Diamond when it first came out. I don't even remember what year that was. But it was Christmas, and I was playing with my friend. And you know how in Pokemon games, the first thing they make you do is, make your character, right? You have to pick your name. And up to that point, I didn't really use like a username very often. I usually just put my name in there. But he had this really special username. I think it was like, it might have been Heroic at the time. That's what he uses now. And I had never come up with one. And so I spent like half of the day trying to figure out what I was going to make my name. And so I was thinking of like my favorite stuff and just going through like different things that I liked. And so I ended up I was going to combine my favorite number and one of my favorite foods. And so it was Christmas. And so the thing that I love to eat around Christmas time are sweet potatoes. So yams. And then my favorite number, ever since I was young, don't know why it stuck, has been the number 3. And so I actually had the name 3 Yams. I use it across everything I play, all that I do. Whenever I put in a username, it's always 3 Yams. But it just kind of stuck, and now it's got multi-purpose because I got Mrs. Yams and a mini Yams, and so there are actually 3 Yams right now. And so I'm more like a Papa Yam these days.
You prophesy to your future.
I guess so. By the way, your mic sounds so much better than the other day. No echoes whatsoever. Hey, awesome. Appreciate that feedback. Yeah, I worked on it for a little bit and set some things up. So awesome. Glad to hear that. I'm apologizing about the comment that was auto-modded. Hey, no worries. I didn't even see it. So you're all good. That's what it's there for. You know, never know when it's going to happen. So no worries. Yeah, the Bragg Show. You remember that one? Yeah, peak cinema. Have you seen Ed, Edd n Eddy? Have I seen Ed, Edd n Eddy?
Woo!
Oh, man.
Shut your mouth.
I feel sorry for anybody who hasn't seen that show. That's, oh, man, childhood right there.
That'll melt your brain.
Oh, in a good way. In the best way. Jawbreaker. Yeah. Love Ed, Edd n Eddy.
That was like probably the peak of Cartoon Network.
Why do you ask? You got a story about that show? How about Totally Spies and Code Lyoko?
OMG. If
Yes
you only
and
knew
yes.
that we played,
So
there's a YouTube channel
yeah,
that plays 24/7 Totally Spies.
Totally Spies. Yeah.
No joke. That's probably one of our things that we rotate through that we have playing just as background noise when we go to sleep.
Yeah, Totally Spies was looping in our house up until yesterday. Now it's one of the new Spider-Man shows. But yeah, it was looping in our bedroom for probably
At least a week.
10 days straight.
Sweet
Hey,
potato.
we got another follower. Thank you. Gamer of all kinds. Newest Sweet Potato. Thanks so much for following. Welcome in.
Welcome.
Hope you're doing good. But yeah, also Code Lyoko. Yeah, totally remember that one. It was one of those breakthrough, 3D animated shows back in the day. So yeah, the premise was pretty unique too. Them going to that alternate world and trying to save. What was her name? I know the main character guy, like the smart guy, the guy in the chair, Jeremy. I want to say his name was. Yeah, great shows. When I was young
Elite.
and I saw Xena, I thought they said Santa. Aelita, yeah, that's the one. Aelita, that's the girl they were trying to save. They eventually did get her out of there. I remember that. Man, what a good show. That's one that I got to go back and watch now. Compared to the sting of a whip, the sting of orange juice may not be so bad. When you're in hot water, you might need a hot dog.
No.
It looks like this slogan was decided through a public contest, and the winner was Prosecutor Winston Payne. What a
What a pathetic slogan. No presence at all. Now, if it was up to me, it would read, if you leave matters in a Von Karma's hands, everyone in court will be found guilty dogs.
guilty dogs.
That's like,
Oh.
that's Sonic's next slogan. Overruled.
How about Martin Mystery? Okay, I recognize that name, but I don't remember the show. You remember Martin Mystery? I recognize that name. I don't remember the show. Don't be a jerk in court like these beef jerks. Gamer of all kinds, by the way. Sorry, we were kind of getting caught up in a separate conversation. Thanks again for joining. How you doing tonight? Hope you're doing well. Hope things are going good. You play the Ace Attorney games?
Objection!
Speaking of being a jerk, it's like I totally got I railroaded myself. Somebody joined in and I didn't even talk to it.
Miles Edgeworth, wouldn't you agree that it's a very clever pun?
Do you really think they put that much effort into the product name?
Even a foolish fool could understand the foolish thinking of the fool who made it up.
Ooh.
You're acting so foolishly that I got so thoroughly mad and now I'm utterly famished. Oh, so you're new to the Ace Attorney.
Imagining a game based on YouTube. A game about yams. I am all for it. Cool. So you said you're new to it. How you liking it so far? Definitely one of our favorite series. It's on our rotation. So we played through the original Ace Attorney of the Phoenix Wright. Was that a trilogy too?
At
The collection
At
they had.
least. It was if not 4.
That first collection. We played through that one first, and then got into this one. You think it's good? Okay, cool. Yeah. I kind of have a crush on Lana.
Oh, I forgot what she is.
Really? Oh. What do you like about her?
Oh, she was sister.
Yeah. She was very stoic. Kind of counter to, I guess, most of the female characters in the game. Like, a lot of them are like more bubbly.
Mm-hmm.
Well, she was more stoic and strong, and then really cared for her sister. I mean, did you have crushes on non-real people, like in games? I mean, sure. You can get connected to characters in all kinds of different media, in movies, in books.
Especially if you can like relate to them. Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
Plus, the art style in this game is really great. So,
Hard to forget that they're not actually, real people sometimes.
because I mean, a lot of times they're written based off real people, or like real things that people do. So. Did you have childhood crushes on cartoon characters? So, I think that there's probably a character that most guys at one point in their life had a crush on, when cartoon character, and also I'm gonna name a second one, but cartoons, Daphne from Scooby-Doo. I think every guy at some point in his life realized,
Oh, really?
yes, that drawing is kind of cute. Hey, you told me to be honest. I'm being honest. And then
That was not what I was expecting.
Really?
I was not
that's where I went. Oren said, "Who didn't have a crush on Nala from Lion King?" Woo! They did anthropomorphize the mess out of that lion. I can't lie. I thought you'd be more of a Velma. Oh, you didn't have to do me like that. Wait a minute. Oh, but I'm trying to bring up a. Let's see. Hold on 1 sec. I'm pressing all the wrong buttons on my stuff. Cause I know I'm messing stuff up. It's me. It's me, Austin. Here we go. Now we got it. And then do this. And we'll do this. And we'll do this. And we'll bring this. There we go. Oh. Aspect ratio kind of going crazy. But bring a picture of Lena Sky. This is who, in case you didn't know, this is who
we were referring
to from the other Ace Attorney games. Yeah. So, for your reference, I'm not gonna scroll because it'll probably end up spoiling something for you if you're playing through her story now. So, but yeah, some great characters in these games though. Like, the stories are amazing. If you haven't played through the Ace Attorney games, they're kind of old, so there are some like weird hiccups and stuff, so I'll warn you about that, but nothing like game breaking. And then if you do get stuck or something, there's plenty of like wikis and walkthroughs. I think they're 100% worth it for the story. Wouldn't you say, Mrs. James?
I'd say so. I think that was one of my favorite.
Yeah.
What was your second crush?
Oh yeah, my second crush. So I was gonna bring up a video game character that I think every guy had a crush on, and that was Lara Croft in Tomb Raider on the PlayStation. Francisca guessed it before I could say it. Is it Lara Croft? 100%. See, you knew. I couldn't even get it out all the way. I had to say it was her. Yep. It was either Lara Croft or depending on, I guess, what platform you're on and when you got into it, Claire Redfield in Resident Evil. I think that was another one. Yeah, the polygons were they were different. Do I see yams on the E1? What's the E1? I don't know what that is.
But ask me who I had a crush on.
I think the question was open for both of us.
Okay. Well, I had to refresh my memory of what cartoon characters were in my childhood. But do you remember the movie Anastasia?
Anastasia.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I do.
Dimitri.
Oh yeah.
There was something about like that era. They like only drew one kind of dude for like those off Disney movies, but it was him.
It was Dimitri.
It was his hair. He had perfect hair.
Yeah, the flowy, bouncy hair.
Yes, I wanted that hair. And I could not achieve it. I still try to, but Mini Yams likes to yank out my little fluffy.
Francisca was gonna assume it was Fred Jones.
Fred Jones. Oh no.
You like Freddy?
No.
Okay.
No. I mean I thought he was fine, but no.
Shaggy. How about you? We're answering this question and then yeah, gamer of all kinds. So.
Oh, David. David from Lilo and Stitch.
Oh yeah, David was a good guy.
He was really awesome.
He was a good guy.
And it didn't matter that Nani was like shoving him off because she was trying to take care of Lilo. But he was there. That dude was there. And that's what you want. Somebody that's going to be there for you.
She didn't deserve him.
No, she didn't. Man went and got her a job.
Yeah.
Hung out with them. Accepted Stitch as part of their family. No questions asked.
If you wanted a pack of these, all you had to do was ask like a normal person. Don't let the prosecution and the defense make a ham sandwich.
Okay, I like that one.
That was a pretty good one, yeah.
It sounds like it's directed at that ham of a judge.
Ooh, the ham of a judge.
Speaking of dad jokes.
Well, it certainly isn't directed at me. I can outmaneuver him any day. Alright, we'll finish this section up first, and then we'll check out that dad joke. Prepare yourselves for some gut-busting laughter.
Yeah.
That's what we usually get from these dad jokes. But thanks everybody for joining the stream. Some interesting conversations tonight. Hope you're having a good time. I remember a scene from Tomb Raider where it pans up to her about to take a shower, and she says, "You've seen that before." She shoots the camera. Yeah, I think that was a deleted scene, like you get from a cheat code or something. I vaguely remember that too. Devs were thirsty. But anyway, I'm gonna go over to the dad joke stream before we do a little bit more investigating. Here we go. Hope you're ready for this.
Are you?
Never am. Child. Dad, make me a sandwich. How topical. Dad. Poof. You're a sandwich. Yikes.
Oh.
Hitting the same notes as Dad, I'm hungry. Hi, hungry, I'm Dad.
I like that one better.
first time I've seen the judge's full body. There he is. He's shorter than you would think, huh?
And he skipped out on the full robe. He got the knee length.
So how we feeling about this dad joke though? Bad? Good? Meh? Meh?
It stinks.
Oh, you gotta put the old.
I did last time and it didn't work.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe it was too soon after Oren did it. Remove the beard of the judge. Looked like Agent 47. Oh yeah, the angry bald man aesthetic. I can totally see that. All right, let's continue our investigation here.
Doesn't look like there's anything contradictory left in this area.
I suppose not. Perhaps I should check somewhere else.
Gotta hydrate!
Did you find something, officer? I think there's a $5 bill back there. Come on, just a little more.
That's Gumshoe's $5.
Oh, it's $5. It fell out of his envelope.
Is there no one working this crime scene who isn't a total waste of living tissue?
Unfortunately, there doesn't seem to be a single person we can deem useful here. Man, friend was small. Oh yeah, I can see. Let's see. So in the profile, it might say her age. Yeah, here we go. She's 13 here. 13. So yeah, this is 5 years ago. To like the modern stuff. Is that a Simba reference? Oh, which part? I think I missed it if there was.
Yeah.
Have you found any suspicious fingerprints, officer? Nope. Just the fingerprints of those involved with the case, sir.
I guess we know all of the players in this case then, huh?
It would appear that way. But I have the nagging feeling that we're missing something. And I suspect that what we're missing is hiding right here in this crime scene somewhere. Okay. Young judges for justice.
Oh, maybe she's talking about the poster. A reference to Simba.
Oh. Yep. Yeah, that's what. The poster. Yeah, his gavel.
He's making a most ridiculous looking face.
That may be, but at least he doesn't look like someone who would tell a lie on purpose.
Do we find our way? It's the circle. Sorry, I had to do it. I suppose, but to Ivan Karma, evidence is the only thing that carries any weight.
But of course, at any rate, this poster seems to be of no use to us right now. There are no signs that this fire extinguisher was used in the crime.
If you could already tell from a distance, then why are you wasting your time examining it?
So angry. Franziska, let's not try to rush absolute genius. Yeah, get all the way off my back. Your Honor, I'd like to ask you a few questions, if you don't mind. Where were you at the time of the murder? Do you suspect me of something?
Calm down, sir.
No, nothing of the sort, Your Honor. Very well. You may continue with your testimony. Your Honor, it's your testimony I'm after. We got a Rosalia appearing in front of the judge, not on trial. Just a happenstance.
Coinky dink.
Winky dink. Oh, I had no idea you were chasing after me or my testimony. I'm beginning to sense that I might want to avoid being in a trial run by this judge. time of the murder. Let's see here. Now then, how should I put this? When you get to be my age, you need to pay more frequent visits to the restroom. Didn't ask. If you go take a look through the window at the end of this hall, you'll see a smaller window. And then an even smaller window inside of that window.
Where are we going with this?
That is the window to the men's restroom. In other words, you can see clearly into this hallway from the men's restroom. And you can see clearly into the men's restroom from this hallway.
What?
When I was going to the restroom, that detective, Gumshoe, is it? Well, he was standing in front of the vending machines buying something from it. I didn't catch Roselia. However, and this I couldn't believe, when I was about to exit the restroom, there was not a soul in the hallway anymore. Your Honor, if you could please calm down and explain it to me rationally. Oh, I'm really sorry. Please, let me regain my composure. It was really suspicious! That's what my finely honed judge's intuition said. Although, well, until the murders occurred, I just sort of brushed it off. Apparently, this judge doesn't understand the concept of staying calm. The restroom window. I could probably get a good look from there.
I wonder if you can really see the men's bathroom window from that one there.
You can. I'm looking at it right now, and someone's looking back at me.
I demand that you show me this view at once.
Little girl.
Hold up. That is not in the prompt.
I suspect that her height is what's limiting her ability to see.
Do you now?
That's probably all I'm going to find out from His Honor. Mr. Edgeworth, may I return to my other duties now? I really must go to the restroom.
His duty?
Duty. Yes, I'm sorry to have held you up. Thank you for your cooperation, Your Honor. Oh, anytime, Mr. Edgeworth, anytime. Goodbye.
Adios! The judges in this country seem rather friendly.
Yes, and if not a little wishy-washy. However, I hear that they are known to hand down fair verdicts.
What else is there?
Fair verdicts. We didn't get another piece of this evidence, did we? Oh, we did get the vending machine. Vending machine that sells courthouse special goods. And then the window. No human can climb through these windows. Nothing about a cat or anything. Or a dog. So we can't. It looks like we can either go in or investigate this. What was that? There's something else that came up. This. Oh no. Oh, so... Oh, wait. What's this? Oh, I didn't realize we can look down here. Dang. Okay, so that's what we missed earlier. What is this?
What are these black speckles?
I believe it's a pile of ants eating away.
Ooh, that detective. He claims that not a single ant slipped by him. And yet, here's a whole hill of them.
What are you hitting me for?
As a replacement for that pathetic detective.
Pathetic. Ugh. Perhaps I should add this deduction to the detective's growing tab of pay cuts.
Anyway, I wonder what the ants are eating.
From the look and sweet smell of it, pieces of cake and chocolate from a Swiss roll.
Miles Edgeworth, the courthouse is to be kept pristine at all times.
It wasn't me that dropped the food on the ground.
The courthouse must be kept clean.
So violent. The dirt on this bench, it smells like some sort of sweet substance.
I can't believe there is someone going around dirtying the courthouse. For shame!
Calm down, Franziska. Now, take a good look. Doesn't this smudge look kind of like a handprint to you?
I suppose it could be.
Which means that perhaps we can lift the prints of the person who sullied this bench.
I see. And then we'll know the identity of our mystery slob.
A mystery slob. You there, the lab tech. Hinchman, could you please find out who this handprint belongs to? Post haste. Sir, yes, sir. I've got the results of the fingerprints analysis, sir. It was actually very fast. And do we know who they belong to? Sir, the fingerprints belong to Detective Gumshoe.
No.
Oh, interesting. Good work, officer. Oh, Gumshoe, this looks pretty incriminating.
And there you have it.
Yes, I suppose so.
Now we know the identity of the person who dirtied the bench.
I sense that you and I will be using this information in very different ways. Ants are pouring out of the hole in this bench as well. I wonder if the inside of this bench consists of nothing but ants.
Don't you dare continue with that gross line of thought.
Oh my gosh, a bench full of ants. That sounds terrible. Imagine sitting on that and then
I don't want
you
to.
just feel like itching, but you've been sitting there for a few seconds. You don't know what it is, right?
You usually don't know that the ants are on you until there's like 10.
Right. It has to be enough for you to be like, okay, the little itchies and scratchies and little tickles are too consistent for it to be like a stray hair or something. Something's on me. And then you're just itching the rest of the day. Whether or not they bite you, once you see you're covered in them, it's over. Your day's ruined. I'm sorry. All right, so are we finished here? Okay, the vending machine and the Swiss roll crumbs. There's probably something that we can connect, huh?
Yeah.
All right, let's go ahead and save. I remembered. Remember me. Swiss roll crumbs and vending machine.
Eureka!
Eureka. I'm getting it ready. E-U-R-E-K-A. And I put an at instead of exclamation point.
Word.
Here we go. Connect. If this is incorrect, I did it.
Yeah.
These bits of chocolate and cake, could they not have come from a Swiss roll?
A Swiss roll? Why would a courthouse sell a thing like that?
It may not seem like the right venue. However, it is being sold right over there.
The vending machine? Ah, I see. Stay neutral as the Swiss do until the end with these. 2 for $6. Talk about expensive.
$3 each. Leaving the fact that it's on the expensive side aside, the fact that the cake crumbs and the chocolate bits were found in this hallway suggests that they came from a Swiss roll that was purchased from this machine. That means that Gumshoe left his post for a second. Even though he was only a few steps away, I think this counts.
Yeah.
I think we have a pretty clear picture of what happened here now.
Naturally. After all, I'm here, aren't I?
Detective Gumshoe must have sat on this bench as he ate a Swiss roll. Oh, he dropped it. And as he ate, he dropped it on the floor and sullied the bench. What a slob. What a maroon. What an oaf.
Jeez. Yeah. This Gumshoe, after all. Ugh.
What a buffoon.
Ugh. How could he have not cleaned up after himself? How utterly despicable.
What an ingrate. Don't you dare whip me again. It wasn't I who made the mess in the first place. Anyway, if it was indeed Detective Gumshoe who bought the Swiss roll, that creates a rather interesting contradiction of facts.
Contradiction? Where?
Yes, a contradiction right here under your nose. That was not the response I expected. A sweet contradiction. Taking a look at the special courthouse vending machine is in order. Oh, I think the contradiction is he had no money, but he spent $6, right?
Oh.
Would that be the contradiction?
Yeah, he only had 5.
He had 5, but it was a check too. What rest I've expected? Okay, so I think we need to deduce. Blah, blah, blah. Let's save first. We're gonna save and then deduce.
Envelope.
Literally had no money on him until he cashed this. Eureka! Hey, that was it. Well done, Mrs. Yerms.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, thank you. Yes, we solved it. We solved one portion of the investigation. About Detective Gumshoe's finances. He said that until this morning, he didn't have even a single penny to his personage.
Just how poor is that guy?
If his bonus really was only $5, then he should not have been able to purchase a pack of Swiss rolls. Switch rolls. He should not have been able to purchase the Switch 2.
Oh, Lord.
But here he is with a Nintendo Switch. Explain that, Gumshoe. Where'd you get it? However, facts being as they are, we found cake crumbs on the floor.
Meaning Scruffy must have bought a pack somehow.
Indeed. That detective should not have been able to purchase a pack, and yet he did. The question is, how did he do it? Because I want to know, so that I can get a pack for less than $5. Oh, a Zatu. That's a rare one. Kinda. Ish. A little bit.
You're rare.
Thank you. Let's see. I believe I now have a very firm grasp on what happened here.
Well, I do too.
All right, friend Ziska. Would you care to share what conclusions you've come to?
Why should I do that? We're still in the middle of a competition, you know. We should be checking to see if your conclusions are wrong first. So you go ahead.
If you insist. It's almost cute that she's going this far to ensure that she wins.
Cute.
Almost. It's mostly annoying. Very well. But first, we need to pay His Honor a visit to correct his testimony.
He's in the potty.
Caught him. Your Honor, you're a dirty liar. Your Honor, if I may, I'd like to test your witness testimony to see how it stands up. Do you doubt me? Am I your new suspect? In a sense, I suppose you could say that.
Even you,
What? Nobody caught it.
a judge, are nothing but a common witness before Von Karma.
There's silence in the courtroom. Silence, I say. Oh, so whenever he starts to talk fast, he bites his tongue.
You bit your tongue again, didn't you?
No. As the defender of the law,
Oh my god.
I could never give false written testimony. You can even place me under oath if you want. Very well then. Your testimony, if you please. Testify. Testify. What I saw at recess. I was on the jungle gym. During the recess, I went to the restroom. There's a window in the hallway side. In other words, I could see into the hallway. As I sat on the throne of justice, I saw the detective buying something from the vending machines.
I did not say that.
My porcelain seat was very comfortable, but when I was about to exit the restroom, he had completely disappeared, as well as the toilet paper.
Oh no.
A detective that goes missing while on duty. That sounds mighty suspicious to me.
What if he didn't see him because he was sitting on the bench?
That would have been why. Your Honor, can you please try to remain calm? Oh! I'm so used to simply listening to testimonies that I got caught up in the excitement. I'm sorry, Your Honor, but I'm afraid that I'm going to have to spoil your fun now. Is that bothering you?
I didn't know what it was. I thought he had this weird hair follicle on his. It was really bothering me. Yeah.
So my game capture, I had my mouse cursor over the game, and it kept landing on the characters' heads because it was kind of like in the middle of the screen. So she reached over and moved it.
I was really distracted. I wanted to get up and brush off your screen, but I was like, let me wait. Let me.
And I don't have a normal cursor. A cursor either? It's a knight's hand with their pointer finger out. So like a glove.
I thought it was some vintage retro pointer that computers used to have that you modify.
I think it is from one of those old point and click adventure games though. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Similar aesthetic. I'm sorry, Your Honor, but I'm afraid I'm going to have to spoil your fun now. You weren't in the bathroom at all. Alright, so we went to the restroom, that's fine. Saw a window. I could see into the hallway. Okay, let's make sure that he can't see the bench. So we'll press him here.
Hold it!
Wait right there. Your Honor, did you really go to the men's restroom? What? What is the meaning of that statement? Did you go into the women's bathroom?
Oh,
I simply meant that perhaps you went to a restroom on a different floor. I had to go for such a long time.
so was he about to admit to going to the women's restroom?
It was all I could do to dash to the closest one to the courtroom. Suppose that's only natural, given his circumstances. I ran from the courtroom, through this floor's main lobby, and down the hallway, pushing over anyone who got in my way. Once you enter, you can see there's a window just above the urinals. And it was through that window that you witnessed Detective Gumshoe, Your Honor. Yes, exactly. Your Honor, there is no need to yell. I can hear you just fine. You're about 2 feet away from me, and your breath is terrible.
Garlic bread.
Garlic? Oh, I guess I put a little too much oomph into that last answer. Now then, let's continue with the testimony. As I entered, I saw the detective buying something from the vending machines. Yeah, that happened. Are you sure that the person you witnessed was Detective Gumshoe, Your Honor? Yes, I'm absolutely sure. It's hard to miss someone of his stature, even from as far away as the restroom. Besides, I can't think of anyone else with that kind of hairstyle and big beige coat. Well, I was simply wondering if you were mistaken in what you saw. What? Preposterous! My eyes are as sharp as can be, ready to see through lies to the truth. Although, recently, things do seem to be a bit fuzzier than they used to be due to this cataract. Clearly, his eyes are not the only things that have gone fuzzy. But allow me to say, with all the honor and dignity and power invested in me by the state of California.
Are they in California?
No. I'm not mistaken in what I saw. But when I was about to exit the restroom, he had completely disappeared.
Hold it!
He was gone! He disappeared? But Your Honor, didn't you just say I saw the detective buying something from the vending machine? Why, yes, I did. But the restroom window looks over the courtyard, right into the hallway. But just as I was about to exit, I took another look, and there was no one in sight. That led me to the only solution to this mystery. The detective must have gone to the crime scene, lobby number 2 at that point.
Did he bite his tongue again?
So, he looked into the hallway from the restroom and over the courtyard, did he?
Hold it!
Your Honor, I ask that you please remain calm. No. I'm perfectly calm. You're being anything but perfectly calm.
It appears that His Honor could not have been mistaken in what he saw.
I suppose so, given his line of sight. However, Francisca, why do you suppose our lines of sight are so different?
If you're referring to my height,
Can't you hold that whip still for just a second? Now, about His Honor's testimony. I believe his line of sight to be an important factor.
if it's that important, why don't you hurry up and tell him already?
I will, but there is one more thing I need to do if I'm correct. If I'm to correct His Honor's testimony, we're going to need to retrace Detective Gumshoe's movements.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Okay, so I'm going to... Actually, I didn't check the evidence. Let's see. Present. Okay, we do have the bench referenced here.
Okay.
So maybe we can present this when he said he disappeared. Also, it's midnight, so I guess after this line of questioning, we can go ahead and call it.
Probably need to.
Okay.
Any yams will be up in the morning.
Quite soon. Quite soon.
Objection!
He will be demanding
Mm.
our attention.
What was that finger wag for, Mr. Edworth? And don't you know it's rude to shout objection while someone is giving a testimony? If you truly are a man of the law, then you must always be vigilant. For example, I never let an opportunity to shout objection pass me by.
Miles Edgeworth, it's one thing to be passionate about your job, but this is real life.
This is what some people may say is the pot calling the kettle black. Your Honor, I wonder if you might take a look at this for me. What is that filth? How dare someone dirty the hallway bench like that? Who is the culprit? That party is hereby found guilty of uncleanliness. As you must know, the uncouth bench sullier has already been placed under arrest thanks to your earlier testimony, Your Honor. Oh? Well, that's good. But who was it? We were able to discover something from the smudge on that bench, namely Detective Gumshoe's fingerprint. Not happy with committing just murder, he had to go and dirty the courthouse too? Guilty! Your Honor, please calm down. While it's true that the detective is the one who made the mess on the bench, we have not yet established that this action is related to double murder. What do you mean? I believe that the detective bought a pack of Swiss rolls from the vending machine, and then promptly sat down on the bench to eat one. The cake crumbs and pieces of chocolate on the floor under the bench, and Detective Gumshoe's fingerprints prove my conclusion to be true. Oh, but I still don't understand. Is this whole thing related to how I couldn't see him as I was leaving the restroom? It is indeed. The window in that hallway was built rather high up into the wall, at around a grown adult's chest height. As evidence, I submit that Franziska herself was unable to see out of that window. A delayed whip. I knew I shouldn't have used her height as evidence. Hey, we got a dad joke.
And end the stream with that.
That's a good idea. Yeah, we'll hold it off till the end. But basically, what this means is that the area directly under the hallway window is a blind spot, and the hallway is being viewed from the men's restroom. Then, it seems that you have made the connection. If someone were to sit on the bench under the window, yes, even someone as large as Detective Gumshoe would effectively disappear from sight. Disappear. They would disappear from sight.
Yeah. Sounds very demure.
They would disappear demurely. What? Do you finally see, Your Honor? Your testimony has just proven that Detective Gumshoe was in the hallway the entire time.
And at last I see the light.
Sorry. I didn't... What is that? Oh, Sableye. Ooh, that's a rare one. Catch. I probably need to set up buttons to do like Great Ball and Ultra Ball too.
Great balls of fire.
Yeah. I didn't mean to say it with that much enthusiasm. All I want to do, all I want to,
All I do is win, win, win.
what was that? Oh, Orin read it through. All I wanted to do was try saying it once. Here, let me try that again. Hold it! The judge said, hold it. There's something of value you'd like to say? Actually, there is. I remembered something else just now. Mr. Edgeworth, please allow me to testify to the court one more time.
Even if we overruled him, he'd just keep on talking, wouldn't he?
That might not be a bad thing. The more info, the better in a perfect investigation, right? What I saw, part 2. I suppose it's possible you can't see a seated person from the restroom window. However, that doesn't mean that the detective was sitting there when I looked. Anyway, I forgot to testify earlier about probably the most important detail. Hey, I caught it! Yeah. As I was leaving the restroom, I heard the loud bang of a gunshot.
You forget to tell us that.
Okay, so I've been listening and not watching. The judge is testifying in the case?
Yes.
Yep. So the judge is a witness to the crime because he was in the bathroom that has a view to where it happened. Right. Because it happened during recess. Like, it didn't happen. So it happened in the courthouse while the judge was nearby.
Yeah. So the judge is not actually like up on the witness stand. We're like in the courtroom just kind of talking and getting testimonies and gathering evidence still.
Yeah.
But he's acting like he's on the stand because he's all nervous and stuff. Yes, he needs to.
Recuse yourself, sir. Yeah. How was that? That is the testimony of one who judges the crimes of others. Your Honor, could you try to state the important facts first next time?
Yeah, the gunshot is a very important fact.
Objection!
I agree. Before you go around judging others, you should learn to judge your own words.
I'm sorry, but honestly, I thought that sound was just a noise popper until just now. Now that he mentions it, right before we restarted the trial, he did talk about that. Oh, by the way, was there someone celebrating a birthday during the recess? I could have sworn that I heard a popper going off. Come to think of it, the other day with my grandson, he's getting so big.
Oh, Mini M's is getting big.
The most critical point in this argument is, when did the judge look into the hallway? And where that lines up with when the gun was actually fired. Your Honor, if I may, I'd like to clarify a few details in your testimony. Suppose possible you can't see a seated person. However, it doesn't mean you didn't. Anyway, I testified earlier. Probably most important detail. Bang of a gunshot.
Hold it!
Your Honor, about what you just said. I know. I couldn't believe it. Bang with the gunshot. Then I had knee-jerk reaction. Ah! Like this. Yeah, just like this. With a quick. Ah!
Oh my gosh.
Your Honor, please remain calm when you're trying to explain yourself to me. Yes, sir. Sorry about that. Now then, I must gather myself. Yes. When I heard the gunshot, there was no one in the hall. I should know. I looked. There was no one there.
Orin thinks the judge is super guilty.
Dude, guns are crazy loud. He thought it was a party pop. The judge is guilty of something.
I agree.
He's guilty of being dumb.
Oh, not with that.
The judge's emotion circuits appear to be stuck on overreact.
That is why he's not usually on the witness stand. At this point, nothing stands out to me as a contradiction in his testimony.
Franziska, I'm correct. This testimony is hardly precision quality. I know that.
I know that. And that's why I said at this point.
I think my first line of attack will be to draw more information from His Honor. Alright, I guess we'll just press on all of them, because I thought we just needed to jump to the end there. In that case, do you concede that you were overconfident in your last testimony?
Now hold on right there, you whippersnapper. Oh, I just said that it's possible you can't see a seated person from the restroom this time. But you know something? I don't like your attitude. I don't think you know when the prints you reference were left on that bench, do you? While you have proven that it's possible the detective was sitting, I still have a problem with just when those fingerprints were left. Was it when I was also sitting?
He's right. I have yet to prove when the fingerprints were left on that bench. While he feigns ignorance, His Honor has seen a lot of life. This judge, I mustn't underestimate him.
But he is pretty old.
He was talking about his grandson.
Grandson. As we established, you went to the restroom during the recess. However, at what point in the recess did you look into that hallway? After I called for a recess, I handled the change of prosecutor paperwork. Maybe about 20 minutes until we reconvened. Yes, that sounds about right. Just as I expect. What were you expecting? I demand to know that what that all-knowing smiling is for. Your Honor, that statement you made just now is very important. I'd like for you to append it to your testimony. All right, if you insist. Let's see. I looked into the hallway about 20 minutes before we were to reconvene. All right. So this timestamp is important. What happened 20 minutes? What do we have? Faraday brought his evidence. Notes. Approximately 4 p.m. Discovered immediately after the gunshot was heard. Bodies, stab wound, bullet wound, no gunpowder on his clothes. Possible he was alive a few yards away. 4 p.m. Don't have.
What about Bad's testimony?
Oh. He heard a gunshot right before the trial was about to start. Oh, okay. He said right before. Good call. Yeah.
Objection!
I forgot we had his testimony. I can't allow you to make an objection. What? Your Honor, I'm really sorry, but I cannot allow you to not allow me to make an objection. Egods! I've been overruled? Your Honor, there are simply too many... Your Honor, there are simply too many holes in your testimony for my taste. What do you mean by that? You claim that you heard the gunshot during the recess, but that is simply not possible. What? Mr. New Prosecutor, recommended by Manfred von... I see you have no mercy for the elderly either, Franziska.
Don't talk back to me unless you want to be whipped in the back.
Ooh. With your height, you'd need a stepladder.
Ooh.
Or 4 to accomplish that.
Snap.
Mr. Edgeworth, my ears are not that far gone yet. I'll have you know, I can still hear just fine. And I heard the sound of a gunshot loud and clear with my own 2 ears. Your Honor, I have here an interesting bit of testimony. It's from Detective Bad.
And according to him, he heard the gunshot right before the trial was about to start. Ooh, what did you just say? Your Honor, you just said that you heard the gunshot about 20 minutes before you were to reconvene. How do you explain this glaring contradiction? That can't be. Unfortunately, that is the truth. But I heard it clear as day. Clear as night, even. Bang! The loud sound of a gunshot.
But he thought it was a popper earlier.
Just like at my grandson's party.
Cats!
The sound of the gunshot. I keep returning to this point of contention. And that piece of evidence, I always did wonder why I found it where it was. However, now I understand what that gunshot the judge heard really was. Unfortunately, Your Honor, this is what really produced the gunshot you heard. The balloon! That's crazy. Wow, balloons do really sound like a gunshot sometimes. Like,
Take that!
that's pretty crazy. That's pretty good. I found this object in the hallway earlier. What is that pink substance? It may not look it, but this is actually a piece of balloon.
A balloon?
I see. A balloon box. And I suppose you would like me to accept that pink balloon into the court record? Your Honor, I present this piece of evidence in order to overrule your testimony. What? Your Honor, your argument goes as follows. You saw no one in the hallway. You heard the gunshot. Now, there is no guarantee that the detective was sitting on the bench at that time. Therefore, you believe he must have been at the crime scene. Defendant lobby number 2. Am I correct? Yes, that's exactly right so far. Good. Let me ask you something. Did you think for 1 second the gunshot you heard was produced by a real gun? I think I've said enough that even you can figure the rest out on your own. Your Honor, you were fooled by the popping of a balloon into thinking it was a gunshot. You senile old man.
Oh my gosh.
What manner of trickery is this?
That was a good effort you put forth, Miles Edgeworth. But if it was me, I'd have wrapped this thing up before the judge even testified.
Care to elaborate on how one ends something before it even begins? Well, to be honest, I did think that the sound was a bit off from a real gunshot sound. But who could have guessed that someone would pop a balloon in a bathroom of all places, in a place like this? And that's true. One doesn't usually think balloons in conjunction with courthouse. They don't think of $6 sweet rolls either. Swiss rolls, $9 sandwiches, and defendant milk. Yeah, see, I knew I wasn't crazy. I want to trade these coins with you. That's it. That balloon that the girl was holding, it explains everything. Your Honor, if it makes you feel any better, you didn't lie once in your testimony. However, I can't really vouch for its accuracy. Who knew that giving testimony could be such a difficult thing to do? What have I done? I've dishonored my family.
On you! It's on your cow!
I owe Detective Gumshoe a very big apology. You should have heard what I said about his mother.
Oh my goodness!
I will see to it myself that he is released. Wait. There are still a few things I have yet to resolve about what happened in the hallway. Your Honor, I request your permission to further question. Hey, Reinhorn. That's a classic, an OG Pokemans. But why? I thought we just cleared his name. I don't own that. I ran out of Pokeballs. Dang it. And Orin throws a Pokeball to spite me. Whether we did just now or not, still cannot say. The only thing I can do for now is continuing my quest for the perfect explanation. And to that end, I must resolve the remaining issues pertaining to the events that occurred in the hallway. Get spited! This guy. What?
I don't know what to think of that.
Very well. Bailiff? Please bring.
Y'all right over there?
Please bring Detective Gumshoe into the courtroom. And he caught it? And he caught.
You have been spited to the umpteenth
We're
degree.
ending stream. It's over. That's it. We're gone.
Wait, we didn't do the dad joke.
Oh, I can't believe it. Oh my gosh.
Don't.
I have never been so insulted. Oh man. Ugh. I'm going to the shop right now and purchasing 1,000. Man, I had like so many. I have so much money.
Well, where's my money?
Have you set up your
I said, where's my money?
You gotta set up your Pokemon account.
I got so much money, so just share with me.
I don't think that's possible. And
I'll tell you what's possible.
It's my money, and I need it now. Into those commercials. There we go. I just spent a bunch of money on Pokeballs. Reduxto. How dare you? I must fulfill my mission and find the perfect explanation to this case. All right. So, we finished interrogating the judge successfully. Oh. And there's Gumshoe. What is it now? Is it time for my trial already? I've already told you a gazillion times, pal. I didn't do it. I'll be the judge of that, Detective Gumshoe.
No, you won't. I'll be the judge of that.
No. I'm the judge around here, and I'll be the judge of that. Why can't you guys be a little less judgmental? Yes, well, speaking of hasty judgments, Detective Gumshoe, I'm afraid I must apologize for an error in judgment on my part. Your Honor, I don't believe you should apologize just yet. We have yet to prove he is completely innocent of his crime. I guess so. What are you guys talking about? In any case, I would like you to testify as to your actions while you were on guard duty. And please remember, you are not on trial. This is all just part of the investigation. As such, you may still be found to be innocent. However, if you should give false testimony, yow! My whip will object loud and clear across your face. If you are found to be lying, you will be held indefinitely in contempt of court. Understood? I got you, pal. Thinking back on the state of the crime scene and the judge's testimony, it's obvious that Detective Gumshoe is lying. If I can't break his lie, we may never get a break in this case. Man, they're just gonna try to put us right into a new testimony. Not gonna happen. Cool. We're gonna stop right here though. While I was on duty, we're gonna get Gumshoe's testimony next time. Well, yeah, so this has been Ace Attorney investigation.
Yeah, GG's. We did pretty good. We didn't take any damage on our investigations. I think we did pretty good in like calling stuff out. Feel pretty good about the investigation, how that went. Oh, by the way, Oren, I didn't mention it, I guess, once you joined. So I'm actually streaming on 3 different platforms tonight. So I set it up to where I'm streaming on Twitch, YouTube, and TikTok simultaneously. Yeah, so I've been monitoring. Oops. It was something I didn't realize. So I've been monitoring stream on that's weird, on TikTok, on Twitch, and on YouTube, because I can't actually watch it on TikTok. And so been trying to figure that out. It looks like my my YouTube is bugged though. It's stuck on the see you next time screen. I don't know how long it's been that way. And then TikTok, it just won't run at all. So I don't know what's going on there. But next time I'm probably just gonna do like a normal stream and not do the vertical. I was hoping that this would help me like prepare for clips, but it's actually not that great of a format. But I'm gonna double check on TikTok, I guess, to see if it saves any VODs or whatever. It was a pretty good experiment. Thanks. Yeah, thanks. So, but I think I'm definitely gonna stream to both Twitch and YouTube for the foreseeable future. I think it's gonna help out with like getting more content out there. Still need to make more clips and stuff, but yeah, it was pretty easy with Stream Elements new system they added. It integrates like super seamlessly with all these social medias on the servers, at least. Once I close stream, I'll know for sure, I guess, the impact. But yeah, just wanted to tell you that before we got off stream, because I think I mentioned it earlier when you weren't here. Thanks, bro. But before we go, we're gonna end off on a dad joke, because one came through the horn while we were doing some other stuff. So here we go. The last dad joke of the night. Why did the number 4 get... Oh, wait, no, sorry. I gotta restart. I read that wrong. Why didn't the number 4 get into the nightclub? Because he was too square. I guess that's the one we're ending on. What a... Oh, these are
I am
definitely
aware of the effect I have on women.
Adiós, señor.
No. Oh, Brothet. That's not one. I have so many random alerts that I set up that I've never used, but I should write them down or something so that I forget. I have so many impulse alerts and stuff. I'm not gonna add any more for a while because I've spent way too much time putting these in here just for them to never get used because I forget about them. Oh, he just yeah. So those are the commands. Yeah, dude. I wish there was a way that I could like simplify that or something, have it whisper it. But there are so many. I don't even know if that's all of them, to be honest. I think that's only a portion. Yeah, I was afraid it would do that. I didn't think it would either. I guess it kind of makes sense. It doesn't really seem to be anything to mix it up to hide. But I guess all or nothing, baby. Good to see him. What is this one? I don't even remember. Of course you get Avada Kedavra. That's what I was trying to get earlier, man. Insane. But yeah, bro. Thanks for hanging out, man. Appreciate you joining the stream. Hope your vacation's still good. Goes good. Into the weekend. It's a long weekend for us. We're off on Monday, so planning, I guess, if nothing else comes up, might do a lunch break stream for old time's sake on Monday. But I guess look out for that if it happens. If it doesn't, then we'll see you on Monday evening for our regularly scheduled streams. But yeah, thanks everybody for joining. Hope you had a good time. It was a lot of fun. A lot of new people have joined in today. Thanks for the new follows. Gamer of Falkines and the real Francesca Von Karma was here. So very eventful night. And with that, we'll see you all in the next stream. Have a great one. Peace.